Oh, I've got one, Ian. So, I know you, like me, enjoy VTubers. It's been a month since Hollow Council came out. Do you know which one's your favorite yet?
No, I haven't really been watching them. Probably the mouse.
Oh, the rat.
Yeah.
Bay.
I don't know. I actually literally don't know them.
That's Hako's Bales. I've been solely watching VTuber content.
That's fine.
Like a fucking month.
I've been mostly just watching Hassan.
Yeah. All right.
So we're on the different spectrums of bisexual right now.
Different forms of embarrassing. Mine's more embarrassing.
I don't see how. I'm actually learning a lot about bullshit.
Mine's more embarrassing. I will cop to that.
The highlight of watching a Hassan stream, though, is when someone in the chat just doesn't shut the fuck up about something and he just starts screaming at them.
That's good, yeah.
That man is, like, unhinged sometimes.
Who do you think's my favorite of them?
Okay. Is it the big boob lady?
There's 3 with big boobs.
The tan one. Yeah?
Yeah, baby. You know me.
Oh, the bird girl's pretty cute as well.
See, I don't like.
She's like
to hate on Mume. Love Mume.
She's definitely the one who's like not as prepared.
She's kind of the most popular, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's because
she's the Gargura of the group.
I think it's but I think they're different for different reasons. Where Gargura was just like the first like one to become.
I think she's extremely talented. That's not to shit on Gargura or Mume.
I think Gargura's the first one out of Hololive to go full gremlin.
Coco.
Sorry, Hololive EN.
Okay.
Like within generations.
Yeah.
She's the first one to go full gremlin. Ina has not gone gremlin yet.
She's almost there.
She's like with her friends, but when she's by herself, she's very like soft spoken all the time.
Ame is extreme gremlin energy.
Yeah, and then like the rest of them are how they are. But like that bird girl seems like very shy.
Yeah,
and also very easily scared. I think she got scared playing Journey, which was like the first clip I saw of her. That
was funny.
Yeah, where she like just it was literally something she had already seen sodding at and went ah!
That's so good. The thing with Journey is she figured out partway through something that I didn't figure out until I beat the game.
Yeah.
Which is that the other characters running around are other players.
I didn't know that.
Shit, I'm sorry, I spoiled Journey for you.
It's alright. Did you see Gargura and Ame play fucking Worms WMD?
I saw a couple clips.
Did you see the one where she's like when they showed her talking was they used small Ame and like made her spin,
it's a drill,
and then she went like she made her take off.
That was so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, of Hollow Council, I gotta shout out to Sana, who is big, and she is the space one, and she has a very thick Australian accent, and she's lovely. And if you'd like to be on the podcast, Sana or the actress who plays Sana, I don't think they can do that. I would love to have you. I saw Callie on some podcast.
Who?
Callie?
Yeah, but as Callie.
Yeah.
So when you said the person who plays Sana, you can't get the person who plays Sana.
Well, we could get the person who plays Sana, but she couldn't say that she's playing Sana.
Or she would have to just be like, I am Sana.
She would be like, I'm a random person who doesn't have any affiliation to Hololive.
Yeah.
But I am this person.
I'm
real name.
I'm definitely a streamer.
I'm definitely not. I can't do an Australian accent today. Okay.
Could you ever, though?
I could for a while. I had a good Australian accent, but I was watching more Australian television at that time.
You know what's odd?
Mm-hmm.
What they did, like, why didn't they just have the same guy who made the rest of Hololive, Ian, like, first gen, just do Iris as well?
Well, I believe, and I could be wrong, I believe most of Hololive EN first gen is different designers as well.
Yeah, but at least they look alike. They look like
they're close enough in art style that they don't look jarring sitting next to each other.
Yeah, where Iris is just like, this is a different person. It's like even V Shoujo looks like closer together.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I think that's one of the reasons why people think Snuffy is like a member of VShojo.
It's because she's like within that same art
She
style,
hangs out.
and
She's
with
in
them.
the same art style, and they hang out all the time. But they're like, "How do you like being in VShojo?" And she's like, "I don't know. I'm not in it."
Yeah.
Do you see what VShojo did with Valheim though?
Yeah, I saw that. It was the thing that was funny about it is it's just like the 3D models that are made for VTubing are compatible with Valheim's source code.
Yeah.
So you could just fucking slap it onto the character's animations. Like, boom.
Yeah, it's a good
But
joke.
it's really funny when you see them run because obviously like the physics on a 3D model for VTubing are like hyper reactive. The hair and the breasts are hyper reactive to like small movements so that everything shakes around nicely. But when you're sprinting in Valheim, it's like the titties go like
I was watching Bebe's, and it's just like you forget that she's wearing like just a whore's outfit most of the time.
It's a maid outfit, Ian.
But
How cruel.
It's supposed to be an incredibly slutty maid outfit because she's a succubus.
Yeah.
So it's just constantly, she's like playing, it's just like cheeks.
Nice.
And then Snuffy's also in their fucking Valheim server, so it's
Hell
like,
yeah.
oh yeah.
But yeah, I like VTubers. It is probably the most degenerate thing about me. And I don't even jack off to them. I don't even get it. Like, especially some of them. Especially, like, people who are like, oh, I simp for Gargura. I want to fuck Gargura.
I don't want to fuck Gargura at all.
She looks like a kid.
Yeah.
That's really upsetting to me, actually. She's just really funny.
Any of the rest of them, I understand.
Yeah.
Gargura, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Actually, I think Ina is actually the same height as Gargura.
Yeah, I think
it's that she wears those giant fucking platform heels.
Yeah, I think Ina's great. But like I'm not like, yeah, I wanna fuck Ina. I'm like, Ina would be cool to have on my podcast.
There's a guy I follow on Tumblr who was just like, though, he's like, I have dumped buckets to Ina.
Oh. I don't get it. Like like I get it with like, I don't know. It's weird when it's like, because VTubing isn't like it's not like a fictional character from a thing, but it's not exactly like wanting to fuck
not
a
like,
real person.
It's not like going and being like,
It's
I have dumped buckets to Valkyrie or Pokimane.
Yeah, which would be extremely upsetting for me to know about.
Which is unfortunate that they do get those people in their chats.
That's fucked up. That's really
like,
bad.
Here's $10,000, then you can't skip my dono now, and it's just like
slightly. Yeah, I would say it's slightly less bad than that, but it still makes me personally uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, I can be like, ooh, they're hot, but I'm not going to be like,
well, because
I'm gonna fucking jack off to
that's the thing I think a lot of people enjoy about Hololive is it's like they're playing characters, but they're playing like characterizations of themselves.
Yeah.
So they're like, they will be gross. They will like...
And I had not to listen to music from that stuff, but obviously like Callie and /or let's play into lore. Callie's friend from another dimension, Demon Dice. That isn't her. It's not her. It's not the actress who plays her. It's somebody who is completely unrelated. But Demon Dice is also a really good musical artist / rapper.
Is that who plays her?
Yeah.
So did she have like a fucking presence on the internet prior?
Yeah. And still alongside. Because like she was like actually in a Japanese rap scene. Well, she's from the States, but she moved to Japan.
Didn't she go to Japan for a bit?
She lives in Japan currently.
I think it's always so fun. Like, because it's always funny when it's like, oh, the Hololive people like live near each other or even live in the same building. Like, there's somewhere you can like.
Yeah,
I can't remember who. I think it might have been Kiryu Coco.
Kiryu Coco and one of the other ones.
One of the younger ones
are
like,
roommates still.
Or I don't think they were roommates. I think they like were neighbors, and she like just came over and like slept in her room while she streamed.
No, they live in the same apartment. I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny because they live in the same apartment still, even though Kiryu Coco is retired. Sometimes she'll pop up.
What was the fucking thing where like they all saw fucking Gura naked
Oh yeah,
because their fucking like model didn't load or
her
something?
model like loaded weird or
Yeah.
whatever, and they like, yeah, they all memed about it.
I think
I really like watching them do the TTRPG, especially because Gura's character Scout, she solves every problem by taking off her pants. She has solved multiple problems by taking off her pants practically once per episode.
I think the worst thing about it is like it's the holdover from anime where it's like they always talk about each other's tits.
I'm fine with that.
But I think that's if they were talking about each other as their IRL people, they probably wouldn't be talking about how great their tits are or how flat they are. I think that's just them like talking about their models. And it was like really early on when every stream Watson still had her fucking like cloak on and shit, so you couldn't see that she actually has massive badonks. Yeah, she's like huge boob.
Huge boob.
So fucking girl was sitting there. She's like, I thought I had an ally in you.
Yeah.
But it's just like her and Ina.
Yeah. Remember when Watson was British?
For like 5 seconds. And then she's like, no, I am like straight up like American.
Well, no, in canon,
Oh.
she is using a fake American accent because she's investigating the other Hollow members.
That's stupid. It'd be funny if one day she does just drop it and she actually is like from England or something.
She's 100% not though. You can
I know,
totally tell.
yeah. Also, she's like told stories about
That
like,
are fully American.
but like that are have you ever heard about her like stories about her like injuries she's had?
No.
It's fucked up. That woman it's impossible that she's actually alive. I think she said for a point in her time she had like a hole in the side of her head that you could like reach into.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Girl got fucked up.
Or, yeah, it was like a long list where it's like she broke both of her legs at one point.
Yeah, that's some American shit.
Yeah.
Like, when I say that, I mean North American.
Yeah. Somewhere in this continent.
Yeah, like, you know, not to be that guy. Not to be like all of America. Everybody gets fucked up. It's like people, it's just, I don't know, living in a land where there is so much wide open space as there is in America and Canada, you are more likely to harm yourself.
All right, so this is so this is what that she has said on stream is the injury she's had, which is hit head on drawer while jumping, got her infamous head hole. That's slipped and bit her tongue, nearly came off. Ball to the face, knocked off 3 teeth. Bitten by dogs in the face, hand, arm, almost throat. Ankle ran over by car wheel, scraped off a bunch of skin.
Yo.
Left inside a hot car. Hot enough to melt crayons. Fuck, I hate how Google works now. I just want to fucking look at the image, you piece of shit. Bike she was riding was kick scraped her knee. That's a common
That's not
one.
that bad.
Thumb piece cut off from trying to peel with a knife. Arm crushed by big dude in mosh pit. Got permanent ear damage from being near speakers in concerts. Had eyelid cut from a flying piece of ice from a thrown cup of beer. I think Amelia goes to punk shows.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is Ame a punk?
Like it's like left. I went left to right.
Yeah.
On the right side, there is 5 things. 4 of those are things that have practically happened to me.
Well, now we need to get fucking Ame on the podcast. I'm just kidding. I know we're not big enough, and we're fucking if Hololive even looked at this show, they'd be like, "We're not putting anybody on your fucking show."
Oh, and then I got another one. Ame's weird bad habits / experiences. Liked eating sand. Snacked on fiberglass.
Wow.
I got fiberglass in my hand one time. That was the worst pain I've ever gone through.
Oof.
Framed another kid for chocolate she accidentally stole. Used to shower only once a week. So maybe she's a rich person's kid.
I was about to say, oh, you guys would get along.
Got bullied for wearing the same pair of shoes every day. That one's weird.
Yeah.
Licked her friend's
Maybe
tears.
Maybe she is a rich kid.
Licked her friend's tears. School. Maybe she's a JoJo Part 5 fan.
Maybe she's weirdo. I don't know.
Petted a cactus like you would a dog. Read TF2 romantic fan fiction. Spy X Sniper.
Okay.
Got kicked out of a concert for crowd surfing too much. Had an almost kidnapping experience.
Damn. Holy shit. Hey, a lot of concert stories. Again, I'm going to stand by until proven otherwise. Ame's a punk.
Yeah. Ame would say ACAB on her stream if she if she would lose her
If
job.
she was allowed.
Yeah, well, but especially in Japan,
Yeah.
you know, because that's where her bosses are.
Mm-hmm. This is the Media Hole Podcast. No, hey everybody, this is the Media Hole Podcast, episode 90 something. I don't fucking remember. 97, something like that. Let's call it 97, unless it's not, and then we'll call it something else.
Yeah,
but this is a weekly podcast in which myself, my name's Nathan, and my partner Ian talk about all kinds of goofy bullshit. Ian is looking at my films like he's never seen that case before.
when'd you put that up? All right, move on.
We talk about fucking television and comic. You've seen the show before. If you haven't, that's cool. If you haven't, then welcome. I'm glad to have you. We'd like more of you because I would like this to be a more successful podcast than it is. I'm happy with doing it right now, but I would have a lot more motivation to do it more and or better if we had more people viewing it. You know what I'm talking about, Ian?
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, let's talk about some news.
Yeah.
So first up,
I don't think anything happened this week that was exciting at all.
oh, exciting?
Yeah, nothing exciting.
Can't think of anything.
Totally nothing.
But the first trailer for Joel Coen's The Tragedy of Macbeth came out. Do you want to see the trailer?
Not really.
Okay.
I assume it's a Shakespeare film.
Do you know who's playing Macbeth?
Is it Adam Driver?
Nope.
Who?
Guess somebody. It's a very famous person who you know.
Okay, can you give me a realm of what movies they are in?
This person is a dramatic actor. He's older. I want to say in his 50s.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit older than that. Not
Jason Statham.
No. Not expected. Not British. I'll give you not British. American.
Oh man, I'm blanking on his name right now. Josh Brolin.
Nope.
Damn. Josh Brolin like 60 now?
It's got to be something like that.
Robert Downey Jr.
Nope.
You said dramatic actor. My bad.
Well,
he was, but
he's
like
been both.
If you look at the last like 12 years of his career, well, I don't know what he's doing now. I assume that man could just fucking stop working forever now.
Yeah.
Probably won't because actors just seem to not quit.
Mm-hmm.
Clooney?
No, I think he's in his 70s.
I don't think so. I think Clooney's only like, he's probably 60.
Okay, but it's not Clooney.
Vin Diesel. George Clooney is exactly 60.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm giving up.
Okay, it's Denzel.
Oh, okay. I wish you said not white. It was my bad.
That would have given it away.
I don't think it would have. There's a lot of black actors.
Yeah, but I said not British already.
Damn.
So you'd be like, okay, it's not Idris Elba, and you said older, and there's like 5.
Yeah.
There's like 5 black actors who would be Macbeth, and so you'd be like, oh, it's Denzel.
I don't know. My brain just doesn't work correctly.
That's fair, Ian. Oh yeah. So did you get your ass blown out about the thing you said last week? You said you would ask our friend.
Which friend?
What they thought about all bis being gay.
Oh, I haven't seen her.
Oh.
And well, actually, I have, but that's at the gym, and I don't want to bring it up at the gym.
Oh, just in case somebody hears you and it's like fucked up. I'm just looking at the comments for last episode, and hey, we got our Stevie comment, which is great. Love Stevie. What if you have a keyboard with analog keys like me and Ian's friend? Then that would be weird to have keys that sense how hard you push them down.
I think it's stupid as well. I don't know why Stevie brought that up. He knows I think it's dumb.
I think that's cool, but I also think it was cool when they did it with the PS2.
What, did PS2 have a half press?
All the buttons on the PS2 are analog.
Really?
Every button.
Oh. So is that what started the whole argument of like how many fucking actions in a press or whatever?
No, we were talking about...
No, that was an R argument.
Oh.
That I'm talking about. It was like, I think, a Castle Super Beast argument. Where they were like arguing about whether or not like how many actions go into like pressing like the A button or something. And Wooly was arguing like 3, where Pat was like, no, it's fucking 2. It's you touch it and it goes down. And Wooly's like, no, you touch it, there's the motion of it going down, and then when it's down, it's like, this is the dumbest argument you've ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other comment that we got another one from Stevie, which was also he waited a year to play Dishonored 2 because the PC port was fucked up.
Thank you, Stevie. I'm glad you play these shit games for us to give information on.
Exactly. But then our other comment was from Papu Hector. Okay. And here's what he had to say. He said, "Find me here," pointing emoji, https://bit.ly.
Did you find him?
And then like multiple paragraphs of Japanese.
Did you find him though?
I didn't find him.
Damn
sorry.
it.
And I'm gonna report spam. Because as far as I can tell, nothing happened on that podcast that requires multiple paragraphs of Japanese. And a link.
Yeah.
Ugh. But yeah. Anyway, I'm hype. I think that movie will be cool. I like the Coen brothers. And I know this is just one of them, but still, I think it'll be cool. Cool flick. Who doesn't like Macbeth? It's one of the fun ones.
Me.
You don't like Macbeth?
I don't care.
Then what's your favorite Shakespeare?
I don't have one.
Yeah, well,
Romeo and Juliet, but the Baz Luhrmann one.
well that's a fun movie.
I've never even seen it.
Oh,
you know what's
that's
not
my
bad?
favorite
Baz
Luhrmann movie.
You know what I didn't think was a bad movie, but as I grew up, I heard people talk nothing but shit on it.
What?
Was Shakespeare in Love.
That movie's fine.
It's all right. It's about it.
It's goofy.
It's filled with Americans doing bad British accents. Ben Affleck's in it.
Yeah. It's goofy. It's fine, though. Like, I don't think Shakespeare in Love's as bad as people say it is.
Yeah.
Shakespeare didn't take himself too seriously, so why should you?
Well, I think it's because it's the joke that... Did you ever see the one, like... It was like an old comic, like... They were called Rage comics when we were youths.
Oh,
but now they're called, like, Wojak memes.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like... It was a Rage comic of this guy going... Like, his teacher going, like... Shakespeare said the door was red because it symbolizes his anger and frustration or whatever.
But yeah, it's
I think
like
the guy said it was Shakespeare in the comic.
Oh yes, because Shakespeare famously wrote novels. I
see. That's why I'm just like whatever.
Yeah, we famously make fun of this.
The joke is that the guy grows up, becomes a science professor, like learns how to do interdimensional travel, goes to the Naruto universe. Learns to do the Edo Tensei Jutsu, which is like the resurrect the dead thing that they do it towards the end of Naruto, or like towards the final arc, and then he fucking goes back to the real world, does it, brings Shakespeare to his 10th grade English class, and he said, "Why did you say the door was red?" And then it's Shakespeare going like, "'Cause the door was red, bitch," and then they put on deal with it glasses.
Yeah, we've made fun of that a million times, which is like symbolism exists.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, it's like
I think it's just a dude in like a hyper intelligent dude just going through the whole like rebellious phase in high school and being annoyed that it's like not everything has to have fucking symbolism, and it's like, yeah, but that's literature can have symbolism for anything, and also, even if the author didn't intend it.
Yeah, exactly. Analyzing something and being able to like flex your analytic muscles is actually really good for you. You don't want to end up being somebody who wants to become a stockbroker because they watched The Wolf of Wall Street. Like, you want to have slightly better literacy.
You mean the snitch of South Beach?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, fucking, I just find that shit so annoying where it's like almost priding yourself in being not intellectual. Like, it's like, it's like, I'm actually so smart because I think other people are stupid for trying to be smart, or whatever. Like, it's like such this like weird 4D chess of like, imagine being like, yeah, well, I only speak one language.
I think the biggest part of like, I think the thing I hated the most about like high school English was that you would get something to read, like, and they would be like, what's the meaning? And they would actually tell me I was wrong if I came up with something else that's not what they intended.
Yeah, I mean, that's
it should be how
that's
I
like
just
bad on an individual teacher level.
Yeah, but I think a lot more
like,
people have experienced that instead of like a cool teacher who'd go like, I see where you got this, and this is well written, and your grammar's correct, and your sentences are interesting. A+.
See, I
but
always
instead it's
remember
like
that the English and history teachers were always chill.
They were
feel like
fine.
that's
My
a-
history
that's a-
teacher was pretty chill.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she was also high strung as fuck. Like some students in the class made her cry one day.
That's sad.
Yeah, and it sucked because she was very nice. She was also the anthropology teacher. And I think no, she didn't do careers or civics. It was weird. We had it, like, you know, careers and civics, 2 units in Canada. Don't know how they do it in the States.
Yep.
Probably don't even have it, considering most Americans don't know shit about like how to vote or how to do the other things.
I mean, we're not much better.
We have also, you don't have to register to vote. They send you a card in the mail telling you where to vote.
You have to register if the information on the card is wrong.
You have to change your information, but you also have to do that regardless. Like, you should, as soon as you move, you need to tell the government you've moved. But they know. Why did I have to tell them? But, yeah, I don't know. But like what I was trying to get to is my civics teacher, I think, was just a civics teacher.
Damn, but isn't it only like 2 weeks that you do civics?
No, you do civics for... You know what? Meadowvale was weird because we didn't do originally for like the first 2 or 3 years I was there. Actually, just 2 years because I only made it 3 years in that school before I was expelled.
Yep.
The first 2 years, it was like you never went into high school because it was like you had your day 1 and your day 2. Except normally in other schools it'd be like day 1 and day 2, your first and second period were switched. Or did you just have it every day, same classes?
So my school was weird, and it was that.
Okay, well, here, let me finish Meadowvale's thing. You know how you take 8 classes a year, but it's normally 4 in the first half of the year and then 4 in the next half? We took all 8 classes at once.
Okay. Ours was kind of like that too. Yeah, it was. We had. It wasn't a 2-day system. It was an 8-day system where the periods would shift down, but also every other day, like even numbered days and odd numbered days, you'd have different classes.
Yeah. Okay, so we switched back off of that when I was in grade 11 to go to normal. You did half the classes one year, half the classes.
Like in before up to December.
It's what people more think of
Yeah.
high school
Yeah.
as, which honestly, I got their reasoning for why they did like the 8-day system, because it's like if you do math for the first 6 months and then you don't have to do math for a straight year until the last 6 months of the next year, you'll probably forget some stuff. And it's like, yeah, but every math term begins with hey, do you remember what you did last time? Here's some work to help you remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of preferred it because you'd get a more variety. You would be like a little less boring.
It was just that for me, it became like, oh, there was days where all my classes sucked and like days where all my classes were good.
I guess.
Yeah.
Don't take classes that suck, bitch.
Oh, yeah, but I didn't want to be there, period.
No, I know. I'm just happy that you graduated, Ian.
That was years ago now.
Yeah, but I'm still proud of you.
Thanks, Dad.
If nobody else tells you, I'm still proud of you. And that's not even that. I know it sounds funny, but I actually am. Fuck you.
Yeah,
I'm being actually
Stop giving
nice
me
to
attention, and let's move on to more news and stop talking about high school for some reason.
But
Things just
everybody
happen.
wants to be in high school, yeah.
Oh, no, the thing in Meadowvale was that careers and civics was like not 2 weeks. It was like half the year you did careers and half the year you did civics.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, but then it's bullshit because they're still only worth 0.5 of a credit.
Together or separate?
Together they're worth 1 credit because it's 1 class, but it took the whole fucking year to do it.
Oh, that sucks.
It was stupid. Where normally, I believe it's supposed to be you do half the term in careers and then half the term in civics. So like 2
Yeah.
months careers, 2 months civics.
I'm trying to remember now because I was like, I remember that those classes being not even a full year together.
Because they don't need to be.
Like I think together they were maybe 1 semester or something. But
that was the class I thought I was going to get like expelled for careers.
You can't get expelled for careers.
No, because I told the teacher to go fuck himself.
Oh, right. Okay, I've told this story before. It was civics that I got kicked out of when I wasn't wearing. I think I've told this story before. When I wasn't wearing the right socks for my uniform.
That's stupid.
Yeah, because
were you supposed to wear like black socks?
I was supposed to wear black socks, and I was wearing white socks.
That's stupid.
Yep. And so he told me to go to the Lost and Found and get some from the Lost and Found that weren't mine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'm not doing
Which
that.
is how you get fucking foot fungus.
Yeah, they used to do that for gym class, where they were like, if you don't have your gym uniform, just go into the Lost and Found. And so many people were just like, I'm not fucking doing that.
Yeah, so I skipped the rest of that period.
Yeah, no, it was just in gym class. You would just get like a you didn't show up mark, but then they would be like, I'm going to mark you as absent. Go sit on those benches. Like, I'm going to mark myself as going home. I'll see you later.
Yeah. Like, straight up, that's like not that thing that happened is not that bad, but if I saw that teacher, I would yell at him about it. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I don't care that much, but I would still do it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just feels like it needs to happen.
I just don't understand the thing about gym. Where it's just like, if I forget my gym clothes, I'm going to be sweaty and I'm not going to be as good. But honestly, that's more my problem.
I got a 54 in gym in grade 9.
You must have had a hard-ass teacher.
He's actually super nice. I just suck. I'm so bad, and I barely tried.
Yeah.
Because by that point, by grade 9, you've done 9 years of phys ed. You know whether or not you fucking like it.
And also, the thing that sucks about gym. This is coming from the two fucking nerds. Like,
yeah.
The thing that sucks about gym is it's not based on participation. It's actually based on performance, but it's not based on your baseline performance.
Well, grade 1 through 8 or whatever, it's just effort, not achievement.
It's participation. It's like,
just participation.
Are they playing? Yes.
Are you trying?
Yeah.
And so, but
then you start grade 9, and it's
like now you actually have to be good, and it's like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is it called? I can't remember the name anymore, but it's pretty much our fitness gram pacer test or whatever.
That's what it is.
No, it's not
the beep test.
We don't do the beep test though. We have like our own thing. It's
I
like
did the actual beep test.
Okay, beep test is not required by the Canadian government, but there's shit that is, like the flexed arm hang.
Oh yeah. That's so. I think. Yes. The flex arm hang, I forget what that was called. It was like something required by either the Ontario government or the Canadian government.
There's a Tragically Hip song where they talk about being in high school and having to do the flexed arm hang.
That's
like
funny.
That's part of the lyrics is when he says flexed arm hang.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I remember the gymnastics unit in gym, and it was like I literally fucking skipped everything. Like I just took the worst mark I could get because I was like, I'm not getting on a fucking balance beam. I am big. I'm a big boy, and I have no fucking balance.
We did not have a gymnastics. We just played sports.
We did sports, but there was gymnastics.
We practically just did sports, though.
I think one person who went to my school went to the Olympics for gymnastics. Not my grade, but like they were a few years younger than me. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we went through it. We had like soccer unit, football unit. Obviously, that was when we could play outside. Basketball. Mm-hmm. Wrestling.
We didn't do wrestling.
We did wrestling. We had a wrestling team.
You also skipped hockey.
We didn't do hockey. Yeah.
What do you mean you didn't do hockey?
We played hockey, but it wasn't part of a unit.
Really?
Actually, you know what? I think it was you either played soccer or you played hockey.
We did both.
Yeah.
Which
there was a lot more sports. I forgot volleyball.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Volleyball sucks because they don't actually show you how to play volleyball in like a comprehensive way. They're like, oh, you go stand in the front to spike and then you rotate. And I'm like, I understand that's how volleyball players work, but you can also move positions. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like you have 3 people in the net, but also if the guy at the front of the net is a lot better at receiving than he is at spiking, then you trade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Volleyball sucked though, because it was like no one had any coordination, but like all the kids who were just slightly taller, like the athletic kids, were just like, I want to spike it every time. And it's like, all right, cool. We'll watch you fail.
My thing with volleyball is girls are way better at volleyball, at least from my experience.
I'm not gonna say you're wrong because you're definitely right.
Okay.
There's just something about it that girls were just like much better at.
So much better at it.
Yeah.
And not in like a girls playing volleyball, I'm gonna jack off.
Yeah.
That's not even what I'm
I would really for them, I hope that we can get rid of the
bullshit uniform shit at the Olympics.
at the Olympics.
I hope we could get rid of the Olympics.
I would also just really enjoy if we had volleyball as like a sport you could watch on TV more often, because I think volleyball's pretty cool.
And it's not too long.
Volleyball is...
Every other sport's way too fucking long.
That's because of advertisements.
Yeah, but it's also because it's boring.
Like, think about hockey.
Fucking football takes 80 years.
Football sucks. Like, straight up. I was like...
Baseball, way too fucking long.
Yeah,
and it's boring.
But baseball's the biggest one, at least. Like, they have the biggest field.
Yeah.
And they have the least running around. It's more of like, you hit the ball, watch how far the ball goes, and then you think the ball goes like really fucking far.
Baseball is like golf for people who are actually athletic.
Honestly, I'd say it's almost the same.
I think you have to do a bit more. You have to be more athletic to play baseball. Because
I think that's the thing people really. That's a joke in the movie Basketball.
Yeah,
but that's what baseball used to be, the sport where non-athletic dudes could go and compete. Because if you can hit the ball out of the park, it doesn't fucking matter how long it takes for you to get along the bases. You just have to have the arm strength to hit the ball,
right,
and then run around, and the hand-eye coordination to catch the ball and toss it to someone.
Mm-hmm. That's
it. Golf, you gotta you gotta know how to use like 12 different fucking clubs.
Yeah, but you don't have to be like athletic.
You have to have good form.
Yeah, but that's not...
Anyways,
the same thing.
Actually, me and Blake went to see our roommate play hockey.
Oh, yeah?
But I was sitting there, I'm like, what do you think's the least... the lowest skill sport out there? Team sport, I had to say.
Okay, team sport.
So, which we boil it down to soccer, hockey, baseball, football. I think it's football.
Soccer, hockey, baseball, football?
Yeah. Not in that, I'm not giving an order.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying football is the least. Because think about...
The least skill?
Yeah.
It depends on how we're defining
Who has to be the skilled person on the foot? There needs to be like one skilled player, and that's the quarterback. Everyone else is just, I run, catch, and I hit people.
Right, but I think you could say that about any... If we're talking about actual skill, you could argue that about any sport because, like... They're like you're a fucking device for moving things from one place to another in most sports.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I would still say baseball because
they are the bottom two. Like for sure.
Like baseball, you fucking most of the players are literally just standing still for like most of the fucking game.
Especially if it's like
I'm in the outfield.
I'm in the dead center outfield. It's either going to the left or the right. I'm pretty good.
Oh, it's way past me.
You still have to run to get it.
Oh, it's gone. Okay.
Yeah. Hockey's the most skilled, though.
Smoking a fucking cigarette.
Hockey requires the most skills, though. Puck handling, keeping it
because you're on skates.
You're on skates. You get checked around. We saw a guy get checked into the fucking the
boards?
Yeah, the boards.
Yeah.
I was about to call them walls, and I'm like, that's not the right term.
Yeah.
He got checked into the boards, and the puck was like slowly sliding in front of him because he like got checked while he was holding the puck. He got back up in like a second on skates. I can't even do that. Like, I can't even get up in a minute sometimes.
Yeah.
And he gets up, grabs the puck, and still got a fucking goal.
Damn.
Where it's like every other sport, it's like, oh, that guy fell over. We need to stop all gameplay.
Well, if you're talking about like soccer, absolutely, that's soccer. But football,
Men's
people
soccer.
get fucked up in football.
Yeah, but also it's like you tackle the guy holding the ball. Football could be so much more interesting if the game did not stop.
Yeah.
Like, you tackle the guy holding the ball, and it's like, just grab the ball and start running again.
In the opposite direction, everybody has to fucking react to that.
Yeah.
That would be a bit cooler, but
also that would be so much more CTE.
Yeah, and it's like already bad enough.
Yeah. CT in
They're
hockey.
way too accepting of fucking fist fights in hockey. Like I know
No, they
illegal.
aren't anymore.
Oh yeah,
They're if you get in like a fight in hockey now, you're like practically out for the whole game now.
oh shit.
Yeah.
They used to be like fucking.
That was
like,
the meme about hockey,
I say
though.
Used to, it's like it was like as few as like
A lot of
10
hockey
years
players
ago.
are 5. A lot of hockey players are still like will get in fist fights.
Yeah,
and
the fact
we
that
can-
it happens at all,
or like we'll take a puck to the face and keep playing, but they're like trying to make it so that like they're trying to lower the concussions that happen per game.
Yeah.
So they're just like,
but for a while it was like, yeah, get in a fucking fist fight.
oh, it was the most exciting part about watching hockey.
They made it playable in a fucking NHL video game.
They still have it playable in the game.
They still have it fucking playable.
It's
That's
got. They
ridiculous.
have to though.
Yeah.
It's such an important part of hockey.
And you could just port over Fight Night controls.
Yeah. Well, it's mostly just you need to have like just make it like left stick is like you hold the left stick as like your left hand holding on to the goal like the guy you're fighting like trying to jersey him, and the right hand is just like you flick it back and forth like boom boom boom. That is the funniest thing in hockey fights though, is when they're both holding on and like in the same rhythm just knocking each other in the face.
You need to have a button to flick your gloves off though.
Oh, it's just you take the left and right stick and you go up and then down.
Yeah, because that's what they do. They because hockey gloves are terrible gloves.
They are made to hold on to the stick,
specifically
and
the stick,
that's
and
it.
that's it.
Yeah.
So like, if you keep your hand kind of like flat, you could just flick it right off. You could just
Yeah.
and they go flying. And that's what they do before the fight, because a hockey glove, you can barely form a fist in a hockey glove. So it's bad for fighting. And
Yeah.
also
They're padded.
yeah, they're also padded. So that'd be like boxing, not getting in a bare knuckle fight, which is far more deadly.
Yeah. It's a 5-minute penalty, so that's like a quarter of a period. If there was no breaks in the NHL, no ads, nothing, hockey would be an hour,
Yeah.
and that's it. But instead, it's an hour and a half, which
Yep.
isn't that bad. It's they're throwing in 10 minutes of ads.
That bad, but it's still. I don't really like it that much.
I think an hour and a half is fine.
Yeah.
Especially like, we used to go out.
I don't think the problem with hockey is that it's long. I think my thing I don't like about hockey and any sport is it's just a bunch of people fucking running around trying to chase a thing. And I find that boring, personally. And I'm happy if you like it. That's fine. But I don't.
All right, so I was wrong. You don't get ejected for the whole game if you get in a fight. If you have 3 major penalties. And
Okay. So
just
you
draw.
fight 3 different people.
Yeah. Well, you can fight the same guy 3 times.
What's really good, though, is if you knock out your opponent, he's also out for the rest of the game.
Yeah, that's the goal.
So you get in 3
That's how the
different
Boston
fights.
Bruins beat everyone.
If you get in 3 different fights,
Oh, did you ever see the movie Goon?
that's basically what it's about, isn't it?
Yeah, he's an
Yeah.
enforcer. There's a joke in the movie where there's actually a rule in the NHL and I guess the AHL, because that's where that movie is, that once the gloves come off, it
Yeah.
counts as you being in the fight. But if the other guy doesn't take his gloves off,
Yeah.
then he didn't do anything wrong. So the dude who throws his gloves off gets ejected.
That's funny.
Yeah, he gets the penalty. Yeah. So anyways,
So
enough about hockey.
Is there a bit where he gets in the fight and the first thing he does is take the other guy's gloves?
No, that would be much funnier. But there's he like comes up to a guy. It's when he starts to be more known in the scene, in like the local hockey scene and shit. So a dude comes up to him on the opposite team. He's like, "Hey, you fight, right?" He's like, "You want to just do this right off the bat?" And he's like, "Yeah, let's go for it." And he immediately throws his gloves off, and the other dude just skates away.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, because his whole point of being on the team is to be an enforcer, and that's
Yeah.
all they do is just protect.
Check and get fight.
They check the guys who don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, or they check the guys who are like know what they're doing, but they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So when he gets kicked out of the game, and they're down to 5 players instead of 6. Fucking get fucked, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about the Nintendo Direct?
Yeah, sure.
So, how'd you like it? I thought it was pretty good.
I think it sucked. I think there was no good announcements at all.
Damn. All right. I mean, you're allowed to feel that way.
Total lie.
Okay.
I think it was very surprising. I literally thought it was going to be just news about like the new Pokemon game, Metroid Dread, definitely new Mario Party because that's supposed to be coming out soon.
Yeah.
Because they said games coming up in the winter.
Yeah.
And when every
The
other
rest
company,
of the year.
when every other company says that, they mean the game's coming out within the next 2 months.
Right. These are all coming out before before January, I think, right?
Nope. Some of them they announced for spring 2022.
Oh, okay. But it was mostly...
I'm fucking putting my phone on Do Not Disturb. I do not give a shit about this like shit they're trying to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So first up, we got to see the announcement of Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak.
Yeah, new monsters. Woohoo. I have to pay for it. Boo-hoo.
Fatalis, right?
That's not Fatalis.
Oh, it's not?
It's what Anthony thought it was Fatalis as well for a second. That is a new monster.
Oh.
It would be really weird for them to put Fatalis in the game already. Fatalis is the reason why he's the final monster in Monster Hunter World is because he's the most
fucked up.
He's one of the final monsters in the lore. It's like he is the most powerful. So to put him there, it's like, well, we can only go up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, but at least, and I was like, this kind of feels like we didn't like Monster Hunter World. We got a ton of new monsters before Iceborne came out. We've only gotten like 2 or 3, but then that's also because Rise launched with like 50.
With more content. Yeah,
they launched with like 50 monsters, where World only launched with like 24. So it's like, yeah, I guess that's fine, but still, I'm like, I kind of wish
It does feel a touch early to do an Iceborne, but then again, they said it's not going to come out for a little while. Right?
Summer, next summer. But this is also how they used to do Monster Hunter. World was the outlier.
Yeah.
This is like how they always used to do it, where like this DLC is going to come out for $50, and we're going to get like 20 new monsters inside the DLC, and then they'll put out some new monsters, and then we'll probably get another DLC.
Oh, okay.
Because that's why there's like
there's
there's Monster Hunter 4, and there's Monster Hunter like Generations 4, and then Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate 4. Like they usually do this.
Okay.
Yeah. New Mario Party, but it's also just old Mario Party.
Well, this wasn't an announcement, but like we heard
this was
about this
showing
already.
it off more.
Yeah, they showed it off a bit more. Hey, this is Mario Party with some remastered levels from all the.
I think every level they showed, like
it's from all
trailer,
the N64 games.
This was and then they showed. I think one new minigame. Every other minigame was from the N64 days.
I think that's fine.
It's what people want.
Yeah,
and also it like clearly they can't make new Mario Party because every single time they do, it sucks.
Super was like the best one since the new company started doing them.
I guess because it went back to the classic free-for-all format and not the, hey, look, we're all in a car together, playing together, and we're just trying to earn more money than the other people, and we remove stars. But Super does suck because the maps are incredibly small.
Yeah, they're
the
fucking
dice system
tiny.
is so fucking stupid.
It's not
like
great.
It really puts a tier list into Mario Party, where it's like Mario Party, all the characters should be evenly matched.
Yeah.
It should be like, I want to play as this guy because I like playing as this guy, not I'm going to play as Bowser because he has a dice where you either get -10 coins, you move 2 spaces, or you move 10 spaces.
Yeah.
It's like, so it's mostly a net positive. Where there's characters like, I think fucking King Boo or something, or the Boo, or whatever. His shit is just like, you lose coins or you move.
Yeah, it was like
a
garbage.
minimal amount, yeah.
And then like Rosalina's was, I think, also kind of like that.
Mm-hmm. And also, Mario Party should just be a Smash game.
You mean a party game? Or do you mean like a Smash game?
I mean a Smash game in the sense of that just bring characters from every franchise.
Oh yeah, I was saying that about Mario Kart.
Always. These like Mario Kart, Mario Tennis,
Mario Party,
Mario Strikers, whatever. Just put
in other shit.
Put like Lincoln's like remove some of the small Mario characters. We don't need them.
But Ian, what am I gonna do if I can't play as Kamek?
You can't even play as Kamek, so that's wrong. Voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson. No, it's just like remove Spike's in one of them. Like, who cares? No one knows who Spike is. Voiced by Fred Armisen. Or no, I think that's
Cranky Kong.
Yeah,
Come on,
Cranky
you're
Kong.
getting ahead of yourself.
The other guy was Sebastian something.
I don't remember. There was like people who weren't people I know.
I knew pretty much everyone in them.
Yeah.
Like, we'll get to that. Yeah, it's just remove all the small, like, little characters. Keep Dry Bones in because he's a classic.
Yeah.
Keep Goomba's not even a character, but he should be.
Be rid of Dry Bowser.
It's pointless. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mario alternatives, like, get
Fuck
rid of
that.
them. Just give me fucking Luigi. No, I mean Link and Zelda.
Yeah.
Donkey and Diddy Kong.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, I don't know, Kirby. Samus. Captain Falcon.
Sure, especially because fucking Mario Kart
Star
is
Fox.
racing. Star Fox. And maybe Falco, but they're really the same.
You could just leave
You don't need
Star
Falco.
Fox. Well, like I'm saying, it's like for the smaller, like Link and Zelda, because they are very important to their franchise.
Pokemon.
Pikachu.
Yeah, Pikachu.
Maybe fucking Jigglypuff could be in there as well.
Or Mewtwo or something.
A small, cute Pokemon. Yeah, I don't know. It's just I think these like
and then
Mario...
one character who is an extremely tonally wrong anime character.
Bayonetta.
Yeah.
Or
exactly
one of
what I was about
those,
to
or
say.
like a fucking Xenoblade character.
Or yeah. Like
Ryu's there.
fucking fucking Bayonetta in Mario Party would be so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Like I would always play as her because I love Bayonetta, but also it'd be so fucking funny
because she'd be so much taller than everyone.
and also she would like be doing like Mario shit.
Actually, her and Samus are the same height.
Yeah, but Bayonetta fucks.
Yeah, Samus is borderline asexual.
Yeah,
Bayonetta is like a businesswoman who knows how to have fun on the side.
Yeah.
Samus is like an all business. She's like, I work my job, I go home, and I sleep.
even though Samus, I'm sure Samus in the suit is taller than Bayonetta.
But that's the suit.
Yeah,
that's not fair.
But I think Bayonetta.
Samus outside
I think
the suit is 6
Bayonetta
feet
would
tall.
top Samus.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Samus is like probably in the lore. I don't know. M is the only one that gave her a characterization, but also is the one that ruined her character.
I mean, they've given her characterizations before, but it's like, you know.
But they gave her like characterizations of a soldier.
And she was in love with that one guy. And the baby.
That's Other M. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, she's in love with that guy, another M.
Yeah, Adam.
And it's
Isn't that her boss?
Yeah, it's her boss from Fusion. Like, you know, the AI.
Her boss, the guy who's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he dies in Other M.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other M is
spoilers for a game no one fucking played.
Yeah, it sucks because Other M is like, let's dive into this cool past hinted at in Fusion, and it sucks because like in Fusion,
well,
it's cool.
they all had lore, but they told it mostly through like the opening segments, and then
Fusion
like
was the first one to do like
environmental
legit
storytelling.
Legit like dialogue storytelling.
Yeah, which kind of sucks though because it's too much in that game.
See, I think it's maybe just a little bit.
The game is like. The speed run for that game is like 45 minutes if you leave out the fucking like talking sections.
Yeah.
But the talking sections add like an hour and a half to the game.
Yeah. But on the other hand, the SAX is the coolest thing.
The X Parasite? Oh, you mean Samus?
The SAX.
Yeah.
The evil one.
There is like a bad translation of Fusion though. They make it sound in the lore in like the opening crawl for Fusion.
Yeah.
They make it sound like the suit has fused to Samus's body. It has not.
The X Parasite fused to the suit and she can still take it off?
She gets the X Parasite.
Yeah.
Well, she gets infected by the X Parasite. It goes inside of her suit, but then to get the suit, they had to surgically remove it. Because in the game, it says it fuses to her.
But that's not...
That's not what happens. It just got fused together, so it was hard to remove.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and then the Metroid vaccine like did a weird thing that they...
And that's why her new suit's blue.
That's why her new suit looked really weird.
Yeah.
Like, or the fusion suit, and then the new suit is like... She's wearing a suit again. It's not...
Yeah.
Yeah, the fusion suit was like she's trapped in it.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, they just took it off.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, the old suit that's possessed, it has like the version of her face in it, but with the eyes blank.
Yeah.
That's so creepy. That's one thing I'm watching Metroid Dread, and I'm like, this is less creepy than the SAX.
Yeah.
Like it's creepy still, and it's cool.
And also, there's a lot. Well, there is more than one SAX.
Yeah.
But it seems like there's a lot more of the dogs. Can't remember what they're called.
Fucked up robots.
Yeah, but they look like Dog from Half-Life 2. So
yeah.
I keep thinking of that. Anyways, moving on to
Voice of Cards,
the game that as soon as we were all like just sitting there listening quietly to the music.
The music came on. You're like, this is Yoko Taro's
No, yeah,
game.
no. And I think Anthony was the first to say it. And, he said, I'm like trying to like figure out a way to like verbalize it, and then Anthony just goes like, "What is this, Nier Automata?" And then I'm just like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, yeah, it's definitely a Yoko Taro game, and then like
because you can tell by Keiichi Okabe's music.
Yeah, but then at the end, it's just like created by Yoko Taro or something.
Yeah.
Like, oh, cool. The game does look pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's neat. It's like a neat little game. I downloaded the demo, but I didn't play it.
It looks like a simplification of like Fire Emblem.
It's more of a turn-based than a tactical.
Good.
Yeah.
Fuck tactical games.
You don't like tactical?
No. Well, actually, Fire Emblem is also turn-based technically.
No. Fire Emblem is a TRPG.
Yeah.
Like a tactical turn-based. So like or XCOM or whatever, right? Yeah. That genre. Whereas like regular turn-based or active time battle or whatever is a different type deal.
Yeah. I talked so much shit on the ATBs.
Yeah.
Before, God, they are just the way to make turn-based things so much more interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, like I get why people sometimes can get overwhelmed by the like, especially the FF ATB, where it's like you need to be paying a fucking attention.
Yeah, I think it's just like I kind of like Personas as well. That doesn't have an ATB.
Yeah.
But I like Personas where it's like it's not that your team goes and the other team goes. Well, you can also figure it out. Because that was my problem with Yakuza 7. Is it was just like the other guy just went sometimes, and I didn't really get to see like who was next with the chain of like who gets to go fight soon. It was just like, oh, I think I'm going. Never. I think I'm going to go next. No, I'm not. Fuck me. Yeah.
Yeah. Turn or you like a turn order?
I would like to be able to press a button to see who's actually going next. Yeah. And Disco Elysium is coming to Switch.
Yep.
Thought it was already there, to be honest.
No, it came like it got delayed. So the PS4, PS5, and I think Xbox versions came out before the Switch version, and I think that's because like that game, I don't like that game. Love that game. I don't think it's. I think it's like not super well. What's the word?
What, Disco Elysium?
Yeah, I don't think it's like compressed very well. Like I think that game maybe takes up more space or whatever, or is like, I don't know.
Yeah, so maybe that's why it took them so long, is they had to compress it more. And then we got more Hyrule Warriors coming.
Yep, I couldn't really tell what the new content of it was
because this was very much a them. This is like when they announced the final character for the first Smash Fighter Pass, and then said, "Oh, by the way, there's more coming."
Yeah.
But what's interesting is
I couldn't really tell what was new about this. I was like, "Is this?"
Those were all new cutscenes.
Yeah, but I was like,
there is. But that's the thing is in the other one, like in the original Seasons Pass, I don't think there's new mission. I don't think there's new story missions. It's just new stuff you get to do and unlock stuff. Where this looks like
almost like the first pack was characters and weapons, and the second pack is story content
with also characters and weapons.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to look into it, but I believe that this is like actually like this is what I would call an expansion pass. Where the other thing was like just a story or like just content.
Yeah.
Chocobo
GP baby. Do you want to play Final Fantasy Mario Kart, Ian?
Apparently, here's what I was told.
I think this is a remake or sequel or follow-up to a game on the PS1.
One of them, because I watched Ross's video where he fucking like reacted to the Smash thing, and he was like, Chocobo Racing, I love this game. And I'm like, oh, I thought it was new.
Yeah, no.
Apparently, it's more similar to Diddy Kong Racing.
which is arguably the best one.
because it's more interesting.
Yeah.
But I saw there's one thing in the trailer where it shows them use like, is Fira the first one?
Yeah, it's Fyra,
And then Fyraga.
Fyraga.
Yeah. Why the fuck would you ever use fire and not Fyra? Or why would you ever use Fyraga
What?
in this game in Chocobo Kart?
You don't get the option.
Yeah, you do. It looked like a charge. In this one, it was a charge thing.
No, it's okay. So the way the spells work is if you go through, because the equivalent of item boxes in this is spells, and so if you go through 2 and you get 2 fires, then it's Fyra, and if you get a third fire, it's Fyraga. So they go up in power, but you have to bank them up. It's like an interesting system. It's pretty neat. Sounds pretty neat. So it's like, do you use it when it's still fire and it's like a little pee pee poo poo boy, or do you charge it up to the more powerful versions?
I guess.
Then they announced that there's going to be the final Smash Bros. Character is going to be announced on October 5th. Who do you expect, Ian? What character should I put in the thumbnail for this video?
Honestly, I don't fucking care.
Okay. I still care.
Okay, so
I don't
this
know
is,
if I'll play it.
But just to go back, the Age of It Calamity expansion thing.
Yeah.
This is just the second expansion that they are showing.
Yeah, it's still in the same season's pass.
Yeah, which is good. I thought this was a second expansion pass.
Oh no, this is the second pack that's included in the season's pass.
So the first one, the first thing that came out was all it was new weapons, challenging enemies, and you can go to the Ancient Tech Lab to do challenges there.
Okay.
And then there was a playable character, and then you could get a weapon for Link and the Master Cycle for Zelda.
Right.
So this looks like an actual like
story
expansion, which is cooler.
Okay.
I really don't care who's in the final thing. I'm just glad that this is the fucking end of it. It better be, because I'm tired of hearing about Smash Bros. Players. Like, they are the whiniest motherfuckers in the world. Like, not the professional players, like the people who play the game on the side.
Oh, okay.
Like the people who's like, fucking Pyra and Mithra, no one wanted these whores or whatever, and then they go and downvote the video 1,000 times, and they get so upset.
That.
It's like, bro, just accept at this point, the character you want in the game is not coming.
Is already in the game.
For you.
No, like, for most people. Like, there's a fucking 100 characters.
I guess, yeah, once we got, like, but I'm talking like DLC.
Yeah.
Once we got Banjo and Kazooie, I think that's when everyone was like, oh, now everyone gets their picks.
Yeah.
Because that was like the classic meme forever where it's like, even in Melee, people were like, I wish Banjo and Kazooie were in this game, because around Melee times, Banjo and Kazooie was still considered a Nintendo IP, despite the fact that they didn't own it.
Yeah. I just think, like, dude, at this point, fucking somebody's in the game that you're like, yo!
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But then there's the characters that come out and people are like, who?
Yeah.
Such as, like, Hero.
But then, like, an entire
Pyra
nation of, like, or Terry, where it's like Terry and Hero. It's like, sure, maybe
even Kazuya as well.
And Kazuya.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, especially Terry and Hero, like, people here are like, who? And there are literal entire nations of people like, yeah!
Yeah.
Like, it's like the entire continent of South America when Terry is announced. Yeah!
Korea when Kazuya was announced. Yeah, no, it's just, I don't care who they put in. Mm-hmm. It's just that I'm glad that this is the end of Ultimate.
Yeah.
I hope, honestly, let someone else do it. Sakurai is great.
Yeah.
And he pioneered the whole fucking series at this point, and he's made the best ones.
Yeah.
But honestly, let the man go do something else. Let him retire if he wants. He doesn't even work for Nintendo, actually.
Yeah.
He's a fucking contractor who works for Nintendo and Bandai.
No. He is at a company called Sora.
Yeah. Oh, the Sora is contracted by
Sora,
Nintendo.
Sora, the last character from Kingdom Hearts? That'd be cool. I'd be into it.
You know what? Bandana D. That's who we're getting last. Or Kirby 2.
Kirby again.
Yeah.
It's just Kirby, and then in brackets again.
Yeah, I don't even think I'm gonna watch this reveal. Like, I'm not gonna be like sitting there watching with everyone or whatever. I'm just gonna look at the characters.
I might, because I enjoy. That's like the thing about Smash I like it now. Is like what characters come out being like, yo, like yeah. I have not played the game in a while, but when fucking Sephiroth came out, I was like, fucking Sephiroth.
I just want it to be nobody anyone wanted.
Unless it's me. Like if it was like Dante or like Kiryu or Majima or whatever, you'd be fucking hype.
Yeah, I would be.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is I don't want anyone to be happy.
Uh-huh.
If it's one of those, I'm not expecting anyone. Gino? I don't want it to be Gino. It's never gonna be fucking Gino.
It's never gonna be Gino.
He also already got.
He's already a meme fighter.
Yeah. I don't want it to be fucking Kingdom Hearts boy.
I'd be fine with that.
I don't give a shit if it's Isaac from Golden Sun. That's a little more interesting because at least it's like not a game anyone cares about. I don't care if it's fucking Chrono from Chrono Trigger.
That'd be sick.
Like, I just like. If I have heard the character be requested, I don't want them in the game. I want it to be that unknown.
Okay.
I also Kart from Mario Kart.
Kart from Mario Kart,
which is just a play on an Alpha Rad joke. Unfortunately,
I made a joke
years ago.
Daytona car from Virtua Fighter.
They made a joke. Alpha Rad made this fucking joke back when he was playing a lot of Rivals of Aether. Mm-hmm. It's when they got Ori in there.
Yo.
And then I think they also they have Shovel Knight in there as well.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, if this is becoming like Smash but for indie games, let's fucking get Car from Rocket League.
That's funny.
So Kart from Mario Kart.
I think Car from Rocket League could be in Smash. Fucking Minecraft is in there.
Yeah.
What would be the most cringe?
Fortnite Man?
Yeah. John Wick?
No, Jonesy. The blonde guy who went around and pulled everyone from their multiple universes into Fortnite.
Batman from Fortnite?
Yeah. It's the guy from Fortnite!
Martin Luther King.
Oh, yeah. Also putting Catwoman with the whip crack emote. I think Epic deserves nothing right now.
Yeah.
Because
fuck them.
They wasted all that time just because... good for them that they changed to Apple systems. Bad for them... But they're still banned off the Apple Store.
See, here's the thing. I don't care about Epic one way or another.
Yeah.
Dead Space, man.
No.
Nobody's asking for him, but I think he'd be cool. He was in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale.
Yeah, but...
which potentially makes him... There's currently no characters that are in that game that are in Smash. But there are characters from the same franchise. So, like, Raiden was in... Battle Royale, PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, but Snake's in Smash, Dante is a Mii fighter, and Dante from, Dante was in PlayStation All-Stars, and Kazuya's dad is in PlayStation All-Stars, but Kazuya is in...
Yeah. So, on to more exciting news.
Oh, hold on. Yes. Yeah, this was sick. Fucking Nier Automata, but Kirby.
Yeah. Kirby, I just wrote Kirby is Castaway, and then I wrote Kirby is on Earth and we have ruined it. Because here's the thing. In Kirby and the Crystal Shards, they talk about Earth being a real place.
You go there.
Yeah, it's frozen.
Yeah.
So maybe this is after Earth has thawed.
This is post. Yeah. This is exciting.
It's
very like the mall. It's like straight out of fucking Nier Automata.
I think this is the first 3D Kirby.
This is the first 3D Kirby in
This is the first 3D Kirby not on rails. Yeah, it's the first open concept Kirby.
Yeah, this is the first 3D platformer Kirby.
Yeah. I think it's interesting. I'm glad that they did show off that there is powers because they went through a lot of the trailer just with normal Kirby, and I'm like, come on.
No, yeah. I mean, that's the main mechanic of Kirby. I get that they had to show it, but it's you didn't even need to. It's
very much Mario Odyssey, but Kirby.
Which I'm excited for.
Yeah.
I think that would be cool. I haven't bought many Kirby games, but I think I might buy this one.
The first Kirby game I ever played was Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland on the Nintendo Game Boy Advance.
Nice.
And then I have never played one since because they all kind of suck. Kirby games, there's like 5
Ian,
good
he's
Kirby
shaped
games.
like a friend.
Yeah, I know. Also I played Smash Ultimate, which is a Kirby game.
Yeah.
I think a lot of Kirby games are just go too hard in the he is shaped like a friend, so therefore it needs to be incredibly easy. Like a lot of the modern Kirby games are just like piss baby easy mode. Like there's never a point where the game gets hard.
No, there is.
Yeah, but it's like post like end
Yeah,
game content.
it's usually with Kirby games. It's like it's.
But
like
I don't want to go through
most of the game is easy, but end game you can get the game to be like the hardest shit in the world.
Yeah, where I don't want to go through like 6 to 8 hours of like just slowly running around as Kirby. That's also a problem I had with the newer Kirby's is he's very slow. Where like old school Kirby, he is a fucking speedy boy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not super familiar.
Yeah.
But I think he's cool.
Yeah.
More Animal Crossing.
Yeah, Coffee Addiction is coming back to Animal Crossing New Horizon.
Nice.
I'm kind of annoyed that it's inside of the museum. I think there is a lot of open space on many people's islands that you could have just literally put Brewster's Coffee Shop back in.
Yeah.
I think that's a big problem with New Horizons is there's not a lot of stuff to fill. You have to a lot of the stuff you have to fill your island with is
It's just
like
bullshit.
Is like items that you buy that you hope to find in the Nook shop, and it's like I think it would be, or you can't upgrade the Nookling store anymore. It doesn't get any bigger. It stays the same size. Same with the fucking with the Able Sisters. You can't get Kicks to have like a permanent stand or something. It's just that they show up in the town square. I wish I could make like a market or some shit.
Yeah.
Because then I would make like a market street where it's like I could have like 2 stalls or something where it's like Kix or Celeste will show up there on specific days, and then I could have like the fucking Able Sisters, Brewster's Coffee Shop, the Nookling store. But instead, it's just like you have 2 buildings you get to place, 3 buildings you get to place because you get to place the museum as well,
and then it's just everybody's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like if I put everyone's houses in random spots, then it's like whatever.
Yeah.
But I usually put them all together because I make it look like a nice neighborhood. It's like,
I just put shit in random spot. But also, this is not my kind of game.
Yeah.
I was fucked up. I was looking through our friends' accounts to be like, oh, what are my friends on Switch playing? Because I don't know why.
Yeah.
Just today. And I saw Emma has fucking 405 hours in Animal Crossing.
Because she still plays it.
Yeah, but I'm like, that's a lot of hours.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hours. I've never put that.
The
is
game's been out for over a year. And
that is 4 times the amount of hours of the longest I've put into a game.
Sure, that's not a lot. I have like 400 hours in Isaac.
Yeah, but that's because you're an addict.
I have 200 hours in Apex. I have 300. I have 380 in GTA 5.
I get bored of shit fast.
I have like 450 in Destiny 2.
I couldn't imagine putting that many hours into one video game.
That's fine.
Like, you don't even like Destiny 2 that much.
Oh, it comes back and forth. It's that Destiny 2 is like a game I can only play like once a year for like a week.
But you play it for a week straight. You do nothing else.
Yeah.
You don't shower. You don't eat.
Okay, well,
You simply eat. Things. You simply play Destiny 2 for 7 full days.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I survive somehow. I survive off my fucking rage that this game is like not what it should be. Woo, more golf.
Yeah. KOTOR on Switch.
You also missed Disney Adults Are Shooketh.
Well, that's like a port of a fucking.
I know.
It's like a port of a 3DS game.
Yeah.
It's Animal Crossing, but Disney.
Yeah. Dying Light 2.
Dying Light 2 and 1.
One of them will actually run on the Switch. The other one will be streamed to your Switch.
Yeah. No shit. Like,
yeah.
I was like, Dying Light 2? They're putting that shit on the Switch? Oh, cloud version.
Metroid Dread will be here soon.
Yeah. Well, you skipped that triangle strategy. Got its release date. March 4th.
I just stopped. I zoned out doing some stuff.
Okay. But yeah, Metroid Dread still exists.
Yeah. It will be here in about less than 2 weeks.
Yep.
Because I got the email that Nintendo sends with pre-ordered games to remind you that you have pre-ordered a game.
Nice.
Because they don't charge you until the 2 weeks before.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Fucking Sony should do that shit.
Everyone should do that shit instead of making it like you pay months ahead.
Yeah.
Because if I think a game is exciting when I first see it and I go to pre-order it, I don't because I'm not stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But like I could come back, that my money's spent immediately.
Yeah.
But if I was like, oh, I have up until 2 weeks before to like cancel my pre-order,
it's much better.
Yeah.
New Nintendo Online subscription, and we were like, the fucking rumor came out of like GB and GBC games, and so I was like, that's what this is gonna be, and instead it's fucking N64 and Sega Genesis games.
Depending on this is literally only worth it if you want to play these games mobile.
You mean on the go? On the
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Okay. I would also say it's worth it because there's no way to play these games without emulating them.
But you could just emulate them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a crime.
Yeah, but you know what else is a crime?
What?
What Nintendo does. Do you know fucking... I can't remember for which thing it was. I think it was for when they were making the NES Classic.
Yeah.
They didn't have the files for like half those games, and they went to emulator sites and got them.
Yep.
And then shut down the emulator sites.
Yep.
So fuck them.
Yep.
So, just go emulate these games. Unless you want to I don't know, like fucking George who brings a Switch on the job. Unless you are actually going to play these games on Switch mobily, or if you want to take advantage of the online multiplayer aspect, you can do that with Project 64. Still.
It is harder to do.
Not really. It is a quick setup. It's built into the program.
Oh,
it's not like going to use Parsec or something, which you can also just go use Parsec.
Yeah,
there's ways to do. If you want to, if you were willing to spend like $20 extra
for those of us like me who don't want to fill their PC with emulation shit because they did, and they had to delete a bunch of it because it takes up space. Because I use my PC for other things.
Not that much space.
I don't know. Whatever. It's shit that I'm more willing to delete than other shit.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay,
you can just re-download it later. It's not like
whatever. I'll probably get this for I don't know. Because why not? Who fucking cares?
Yeah, I think it's cool that they are talking about expanding it.
I'm glad they're immediately like, these ones are going to be at launch, and don't worry, we're also going to put other games after launch, and these are our examples.
Yeah, you get fucking 6 cool games and 2 ones that are just like, okay.
Okay, are you including Sin and Punishment as okay or cool?
Okay.
Oh, because
I don't fucking know it.
It's cool.
That's fine.
It was a Japanese-only game, but then they did a remake or a sequel or whatever on the Wii that actually came out here.
Okay, well, you got fucking Mario Kart.
Yeah.
You got Super Mario 64.
Yeah.
Of which makes a third of the Mario 3D All-Stars collection worthless.
Well, don't worry, you can't buy it anyways.
Yeah, you're right. I'm still so fucking important. I'm still so cool.
Yeah.
You get fucking Star Fox 64.
Yep, cool.
You get Yoshi's Story.
Yeah, cool.
Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
There was an F-Zero one, right?
F-Zero is going to come later.
So was Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Majora's Mask and F-Zero confirmed to come later.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh, yeah. Which would be cool if then we could also get Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Which I know is not actually that good of a game. Is kind of busted and old.
I like Donkey Kong personally.
But it's like, I think...
I would argue that the DK rap has added more to Civilization than most other games could ever add to Civilization.
Yeah. And then I feel like there was a lot more shit after this, and I just stopped paying attention.
There was they did like a fucking
sizzle reel. I
highlighted the cool shit, which was Shadowrun Trilogy for Switch, which those games are cool. They're TRPGs, but with a lot of role playing because it's based on a
didn't they put like a new one out recently where you can fuck a snake lady?
I am not sure.
Because I believe that was a thing where I think the snake people are supposed to be villains, but they did one for the first time.
No, that's in XCOM.
That's XCOM?
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Yes. I don't think you could fuck her, but people wanted to.
You could, there was, romancing stuff. Well, or, I don't know if there's romance in the game, but the way she, talked and behaved.
She was sexy.
She was a sexy snake lady.
Yeah. So Shadowrun Trilogy is cool. They're neat. Shadowrun, in case you don't know, is cyberpunk with fantasy. and it's rad. Castlevania Advance Collection. So this is what I was saying. These games I was like, yeah, they should put this on the Switch GBA. And now they're already putting them on Switch. Fuck the GBA. But that's fine. It's like $25 and it's 4 games, so I think that's totally reasonable price. Like,
yeah, it's better than the Final Fantasy collection they did or whatever.
Which is 6 games.
But they're all sold separately.
Yeah, or it's $90.
Yeah. But if on Steam, I see them like sold individually and they're like $20 each.
They're too expensive, and I did buy them.
Did you buy the collection?
I bought the collection.
Okay, so it's like buy the collection and save $30.
Yeah. Which, again, way too much for those games, even though some of them are brilliant. But it's really 4, 5, and 6 that are probably the best ones.
Yeah.
TBH, and those are the ones that aren't out yet. Like, you can buy them, but they're not done. But, yeah. That's cool, though. I mean, Aria of Sorrow alone is really rad. Mm-hmm. ActRaiser Remake. This, I think, is cool, but also will make no money.
I am not familiar with the game, but I am familiar with the name.
So ActRaiser is like probably one of the most inventive, I want to say, SNES games. And it's that like half of the game is a side-scrolling beat 'em up with swords and shit.
Yeah.
Right? And the other half of the game is a city builder. And it's by Square Enix.
Yeah.
From like the time period where they were only putting out hits. Or I guess Squaresoft. But like, so like, it's cool. It's just this will make no money. Like, this is like cool, but Square, like, ActRaiser is very much a hidden gem nowadays. Like, it's like a, do you remember this type of game? Mm-hmm. And also I think it's not, even with the remake, I think it's like probably not aged super well, but I think it's cool. I think it's cool that it exists, but I'm not even gonna fucking buy it. Yeah. Like, it's cool that it exists, though. I'm glad. Mm-hmm. Deltarune Chapter 2 already added to the Switch as a free update to Chapter 1.
Which is cool.
That's fucking sick.
Especially since that's how it
came out. Yeah, and it just came out, too. Like, Chapter 1 was free on Switch, but it came out like 2 months after. Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, this will be 2 months. But no, it just got added. That's rad. And then finally, do you want to talk about the funniest thing that happened this week?
Yeah, but I am also literally just going through some of the IMDb things, so I could like be like, oh, this person's from this. Mm-hmm. Because I'm trying. I don't know who you don't know, but I have a good idea.
Okay, so they were like, here's an update on the Mario movie that we're working with Illumination, and they're like, it's coming out on this date, and I was like, cool. You know what? A fun 3D animated Mario movie. If it's fun,
this movie is for children.
I was like, if it's a fun movie, I might check it out.
Also, straight up,
like, Minions, I'm talking before we get the cast.
1 second. I have a question here.
Yeah.
Does Illumination... I know they do the Minions.
And Despicable Me.
They do Despicable Me. Yeah, Despicable Me is fine movies.
Yeah.
Sing is okay. It's just a weird concept.
Yeah.
And it's just like... It's also very based off of the idea of American Idol, which is a thing that doesn't exist anymore. Because X Factor just took its spot.
And it's super, like, not relevant at all.
Yeah, it's like when Simon Cowell showed up in Scoob and everyone was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This is what we have to remember here.
Yeah.
But then also feeds into one of my arguments later. Yeah. We've had this argument before, specifically on Space Jam: The New Legacy.
Where I was talking about why would anybody watch it?
Yeah.
Because kids don't know who Looney Tunes are.
Exactly. But kids know who Mario is, at least this time.
Yeah.
It's like this is a movie for kids.
Sure. And I was full stop.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, if it's Mario going wahoo and saving a princess, that might be fun. If it's well animated, you could have like
and
no
Illumination
fucking dialogue.
does do good animation.
Yeah.
I would say they're probably better than Disney's animation because Disney's animation is feeling rather soulless now. Mm-hmm. It's not as good. It's obviously not as good as anything Sony does.
Which is weird. It's weird that Sony Pictures is like, yeah, fucking The Mitchells and the Machines and Spider-Man are some of the best animated movies of all time.
1 second.
Yeah.
You're forgetting the more important one that is actually the best animated movie of all time.
What?
Hotel Transylvania.
Fuck you.
In terms of animation.
Okay.
It's Gendy.
Oh, really?
He did all 3.
I didn't know that.
The 4th one he didn't do, so we're not looking... And also, Adam Sandler is no longer a part of it, so who cares?
Wait, really?
Adam Sandler is not in the 4th movie.
That's fucking weird.
A relatively, like, unknown voice actor, but he's from YouTube. So it's like, hey, at least the guy's getting, like, a bigger career start. And he does sound similar, so it's not bad.
Okay.
Yeah. anyways, the voice cast.
Anyway, then the voice cast was announced, and I was like, okay, well, why are you announcing the voice cast? It's just going to be Charles Martinet, right?
Yeah, well,
It's
because
gonna be Charles.
the guy who's been voicing him for 20 years.
Since Mario 64.
And then also...
Who else would it be?
Yeah, and then, in Space Jam: A New Legacy, the characters who voiced the main cast, everyone but Lola Bunny,
Yeah.
has been the people who've been doing them for the last 15 years now.
Yeah, so...
And Lola Bunny's changes all the time, so we can just...
Yeah.
Whatever. Zendaya can have it.
It was Kristen Wiig on the TV show, so who fucking cares?
Yeah. But then they're like, hit you with whiplash immediately. Chris Pratt as Mario.
Which is not only weird casting, it's also terrible casting.
Yeah.
And it's also completely out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah. Also, here's the thing that...
The only thing I can be like is, I guess Chris Pratt is more of a working class type guy.
Than Charles Martinet?
No. Like, if we're talking about just, famous celebrity people who play characters, Chris Pratt is more of a working class type guy.
My problem is I think Chris Pratt is a fine character actor.
No, you're thinking of the wrong thing.
What is a character actor, real quick?
Character actor is a person who is, who kind of plays... they're usually really good actors that are, professionals at playing a certain type of character. And I think Chris Pratt is more of a blockbuster actor.
I think Chris Pratt, in every single movie he's ever been, has just been Chris Pratt.
That's fair.
I don't think he's ever not bumbling fool.
And that's why the Jurassic movies suck, because he's
there's other reasons, but especially since in Jurassic World 2, there's cloning.
Yeah.
Of children.
Great.
Yeah. I don't know. This was just whatever. I was I really don't like this, especially since I don't like Chris Pratt.
Yeah,
for
I
his
don't like
politics.
Him. Yeah, I also don't like that he's Italiophobic.
Okay, what?
Okay, so online, I found somebody tweeted, and I saw the tweet.
You came across it?
I came across it on the internet, as you do, of a tweet from Chris Pratt from 2012.
Uh-huh.
And it says, I was in Yonkers trying to find the post office when some fat fuck Italian stumbled out of a Starbucks and puked on my shoes. Fucking hate New York. This place is crawling with dagos. I don't know what that means.
All right. So a lot of people are... This is also sparking the whole argument of why are you getting non-voice... What's the problem with the Hollywood animation industry? Is that you keep getting voice actors you keep getting actors to do voice acting roles in major motion pictures, and as we have seen in Marvel's What If,
not always the best.
It doesn't just because you're a good actor does not mean you're a good voice actor.
Yeah,
Chris Pratt is a pretty decent voice actor.
Yeah,
I mean, the Lego movie's not bad.
Yeah,
he does a performance.
Does a pretty good job.
He's not fucking Sebastian Stan in What If.
Yeah.
And also various other people who have who've tried to do that.
Yeah.
Most of the cast in fucking Disney's Ghibli fucking English dubs.
I'm personally okay with them.
They're not bad.
They're not bad,
but they're
definitely
not great. Anime voice acting has is crazy now. People are so good. I'll watch a fucking anime dub, but if you show me an anime dub from the early 2000s, it's cringe.
Mm-hmm.
But if I was is this just going to be Mario showing up and sounding like Chris Pratt? And Chris Pratt has come out and said that he's going to do a Mario voice. But if he's just going to do a Mario voice,
why not just get Charles Martinet, the fucking
who is
voice
already
of
in the fucking movie?
They're don't worry, we gave him a role.
He's Wario. He's going to be Wario in the background of one scene.
Somebody said that it might be an isekai where Chris Pratt is isekai into Mario. And
you mean the original Super Mario Brothers movie?
No,
that's an isekai.
It's an isekai in that Mario is from our world and he goes into the Koopa world. Okay. This is going to be Chris Pratt is a gamer, and he gets isekai'd into the Mario world.
I hate this. I hate this concept. Is Charlie Day his his cool best friend?
His room? I don't know.
His roommate, but they're brothers. They've been together for so long. Yeah, so Chris, whatever. It's I didn't have high hopes for this movie. I hope it does well.
I know.
Maybe it's gonna come out. Maybe Chris Pratt's fucking amazing.
Chris Pratt sounds exactly like Mario.
Oh, it's just like he actually went and got voice lessons from Charles Martinet.
Yeah.
Who Charles Martinet was like, I can't do the Mario voice for like a feature-length movie with that amount of lines. I'll lose my voice. So let's get a young guy to come in. And then Chris Pratt's actually amazing.
I was gonna say, and then Martinet is the classic Mario lines that Charles Martinet does.
Yeah.
And then Chris Pratt does the other lines.
But he just talks like normal Chris Pratt.
I drank way too much beer, and then I was like, woohoo! Yeah!
And then one time I like fell really hard and I was like, oh! I fell down the stairs and I was like, wow!
Okie dokie!
I think I haven't seen... Let's move on to the rest of the cast. I have not seen Queen's Gambit.
I love Anya Taylor-Joy. She's fantastic. What
Is,
a weird
is she in anything else? 'Cause
what do you mean is she in anything else? She was in The Witch. She's in Split. She's gonna be in Edgar Wright's new movie Last Night in Soho. She was in Emma, which I think she was really good in.
yeah.
Yeah, she's been in lots of stuff. I like Anya Taylor-Joy. She's a real up-and-comer.
Yeah, she's a very attractive woman.
Yeah, she's got fucking huge eyes.
A very wide set.
Yeah.
But still...
Giant,
amazing.
wide-set eyes in a way that where she's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. Then we got Charlie Day as Luigi.
Weird.
Perfectly fine with it.
I think, you know what? I think they shouldn't be doing all this Italian erasure.
I think Charlie Day has a bit too much of a rasp in his voice.
I think Charlie Day is at least better casting than Chris Pratt.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Anya Taylor-Joy is the casting of, like, if this was the...
We need someone who was just famous, was in a British show where they were very posh.
She's not British.
But was she not in Queen's Gambit?
Yeah, but she's not British in that, is she? I think she's American.
I haven't seen the show. That's
okay. I haven't seen the show either. No, but like she's like the fucking choice for like if this was a Mario movie directed by like Wes Anderson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
like
also if this was a live action movie, I could totally see her doing it because also the picture they fucking chose was where she had like
blonde hair,
platinum blonde hair.
Yeah, no, but or like a David Lynch Mario movie. Like, and I'd love to see the movie that's like tonally right for her to be Princess Peach in because I think that'd be fucking weird and great.
I think
but instead it's just an odd choice.
I think there's a lot of other people they could have got that would have fit, who could have done the role who could do the role better. But also, we don't know.
Yeah,
there's definitely going to have a lot of weird voice stuff going on because Jack Black is returning to voice acting. Mm-hmm. He hasn't really left because Kung Fu Panda pretty much comes out every year. Mm-hmm. And he is Bowser. I'm fine with it.
This is also weird.
This
casting,
is a weird one, but
it's fine.
I'm all right with it.
I hope he's Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong.
No, you missed one important one.
What?
Keegan-Michael Key is Toad.
Weird
because he doesn't really have a voice like that. Like, hello. If Keegan-Michael Key's voice comes out of Toad,
that's
like
it's so normal,
it's gonna be awful. Seth Rogen is gonna. They're gonna. Thank God, Mario is a very Japanese property because they're not gonna allow him to make a single weed joke.
Yeah, but he's gonna. There's gonna be.
It's gonna be like high on bananas.
Yeah.
Where's my little buddy Jonah Hill? I mean, Diddy Kong.
Hey man, like you're gonna have to save the princess.
I didn't take her this time.
I never took her. I only took your first girlfriend.
Yeah. So then we got Charles Martinet as Mysterious. Mm-hmm. But I'm just going to assume it's like Wario and Waluigi in the background at some point. Yeah. Or
Wah.
Wah. And then we got 3 quick ones because they're all small roles, assumingly.
Fred Armisen
as Cranky Kong.
Cranky Kong, which
is the actual
the original Donkey Kong.
The Donkey Kong who stole Paulina.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sebastian Maniscalco as Spike. Is this the guy you didn't know?
Sebastian Maniscalco?
He played. I'm not even going to go very deep. He is an American comedian.
Okay.
He had supporting acting roles in the movie Green Book, The Irishman.
Green Book. I watched The Irishman.
He played Joe Gallo in The Irishman.
Oh, Joe. Okay, I don't remember that performance at all. Because there's really famous people playing characters who are in that movie for 20 minutes.
He
for 5-10 minutes.
does not have a lot. Oh, he's playing Giorgio Moroder in Spinning Gold.
What the fuck is?
You don't know who Giorgio is?
I don't know.
Did you ever listen to Random Access Memories by Daft Punk?
I didn't listen to that album. Like I listened to like.
They have a
Get
song
Lucky.
in that called Giorgio,
Yeah.
and it's the guy who pretty much created modern house music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And yeah, he's Oh wait, am I wrong? Yeah, he was dubbed the father of disco. He pioneered the Euro disco and electronica dance music. Yeah, I actually really like that song in like a weird way because it goes like they did an interview with him about how he discovered how to make like dance music.
Yeah.
And then it goes into him like saying his name and then just goes into this like really sick like circular beat. It's nice. There's like Fred Armisen's Cranky Kong. There's only one actual voice actor in this movie, arguably.
Yeah.
Kevin Michael Richardson.
Yeah.
He is just a voice actor.
Hey, who's he playing?
Kamek. Kamek is the little dude.
No, I know who Kamek is.
Yeah.
Why Kevin Michael Richardson?
I don't know. That's actually really weird because Kamek is more of a.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Whereas Kevin Michael Richardson has a deep voice.
Kevin Michael Richardson.
He could
For
be
those who
Donkey
don't know,
Kong.
he would have been a better Donkey Kong. He plays Captain what is it, Gunta or whatever in fucking Lilo and Stitch.
Okay. I don't know. He's been in every fucking cartoon you've ever seen.
Yeah. If you have seen a black man show up on screen,
Or white.
oh, it's gone too. If you have seen a character show up on screen that has an impossibly deep voice,
it's Kevin Michael Richardson. It's like he's been in like every cartoon you've ever seen.
He played the Joker?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a weird one.
He was in The Batman, right? Where Joker had dreads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find like one that like everyone would know. Like is like a character that like this is him. But he's in every fucking
He's
thing.
fucking in everything.
Yeah. That's a weird one.
What?
He plays Cleveland Brown Jr. in the Cleveland Show, also in Family Guy.
Oh, yeah?
Like the small, like his fat son who sounds like this.
Yeah.
So, you know, he's got range, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's done everything. Like, he's
He
talented.
plays Jabba in animated Star Wars properties.
Okay.
Oh, he does Mal Duncan in Young Justice, Martian Manhunter, Jon Stewart, Dr. Fate, Bruno, Mannheim, Magog, Blackbriar Thorn, Two-Face, Thomas Kalmaku, and others.
In Young Justice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you look at one actor in Young Justice, they play like 30 characters.
Well, especially post season 3.
Yeah.
Where it's like there's like 8 actors in season 3.
Yeah. He was Sheriff Blubbs in Gravity Falls.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So there you go, black dude with a deep voice.
Hey. And he's gay.
Yeah. We stand.
We stand gay cops.
Yeah.
We don't.
He played Frankenstein in Rick and Morty.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Every voice actor in Rick and Morty is always like, normally they ask me to do a voice, but in this they're like, just do your normal voice.
Yeah. Well, that's what Rick and Morty loves to do. Is just like, just talk.
Yep.
Yeah, he's in a lot of stuff. Like it's he's never a lead.
No. He's never a lead.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Always a bridesmaid.
never the bride. Anyways, that's such a weird casting.
Yeah, weird cast.
Honestly, I'll
Here's
go
the
see this
thing.
movie.
I'll consider watching it. I can't wait until the trailer comes out because I want to know. Because here's the thing. If it's just okay, I'm not going to watch it. Mm-hmm. But if it looks like a fucking trash fire, I kind of want to see it.
I'll like go see it in the same way that I saw fucking Sponge Out of Water. The Sponge,
Yeah.
Not the last SpongeBob movie because there was another one I forgot about.
Yeah.
The one before that where they go and get superpowers to go beat up Tom Kenny.
Yeah, and Keanu Reeves was there.
That was the newer one. That's the thing that fucked up. There was 2 3D live action SpongeBob movies. And I saw one of them but not the other.
Okay.
We were like discussing this. I'm like, no, there's just the one. Keanu Reeves isn't in that one. That's the one that's coming out. They're like, no, that movie's been out for like 3 years. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Was that Sponge on the Run?
I think so.
They're doing another one now, too.
Yeah, people really like these pieces of shit for some reason. Yeah, Sponge Out of Water was the one I saw.
Okay.
Which had a part where there's a dolphin in space and he's wearing like a Doctor Strange-esque coat.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw it with Blake and Megan when they were together.
Okay.
And me and Megan lost our shit at the fucking dolphin. Megan was like high as fuck. I was just sitting there going like, what the fuck is going on?
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Who was the celebrity playing themselves in that one?
I'm trying to get to the fucking cast, but...
Because in the classic... original SpongeBob SquarePants movie.
Yes.
It was
the
David
best
Hasselhoff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't know. Ricky Lindholm and Kate Micucci are in it, though.
Garfunkel and Oates. I think it's so funny how you can, like, make songs on the internet about trying to get around for being virgin until marriage by having someone fuck you in the asshole, and now you're in a SpongeBob movie.
Honestly, there wasn't one for this one.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's how you know it sucks dick.
They did do the weird thing though, where they had a bunch of famous voices when they had like a cast of seagulls.
Yeah.
And in the U.S. version, they had a bunch of famous people from the U.S. Like specifically, there's a bunch, but there is. I'm gonna skip a lot of them that I don't know, but Nolan North.
Okay.
Rob Paulson.
Okay.
Kevin Michael Richardson, Cree Summer, Billy West, and then in the UK they had a lot less, but they had Alan Carr.
Okay.
And I don't know the rest of them.
Okay.
So it's just Alan Carr I know.
Wait, so okay, in the UK, is it just those characters that are British, or is
just
there
the seagull, which they did a similar thing in Shrek 2 or 3, I think. Where there's like a part when I think it's in Shrek 2 at the end of the movie when they're like going towards the party and there's like a red carpet and Joan Rivers is on the carpet doing a bunch of interviews, but in the UK, because Joan Rivers was only famous in the United States, they swapped it to be a different person, so that it was like a joke that adults would get there.
I think they did that in some other movie.
I think they do it in quite a few movies, actually.
But there was like a movie with like a news bit, and they had a different news bit for every country. I'm trying to remember. Because I remember they did one for Canada. It was animated. Oh, it was Zootopia.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They changed... one of the anchors.
It was a moose.
They changed the anchors to be an
actual
animal
local anchor
associated, with
your country.
So it was a moose for us.
It was a moose for us, and it was like a legit news anchor voicing a moose.
Yeah.
It was the guy with the deep voice. That's who it was. It was like the.
Yeah, it was Joan Rivers as red carpet announcer in Shrek 2, and then Kate Thornton for the UK version. Who she was one of the first presenters on the X Factor. Oh. And she presented she was on a daytime show called Loose Women and This Morning. So she's always she's a fucking talking head. Yeah.
Can't wait until the US version of some movie has the guys from Cumtown, and then we'll be the Canadian version. We'll be in the Canadian version of the movie.
Yeah.
It'll be like, Cumtown in the US version. I fucking can't believe there's a podcast called Cumtown, and it's not ours.
And it's also one of the most popular podcasts in the world.
Yeah, I'm sure it's terrible. I've never listened to a single episode.
I listened to Fear and Malding, Hassan Piker and Will Neff's podcast.
And do they have some people from Cumtown
They
on
had
that show?
One of the guys from Cumtown, and they are like, I would say they're offensive, but they're not like, oh, we're trying to be offensive. It's just that they're just guys from New York who talk, and they just happen to be funny.
So again, they'll be in a movie, and we'll be in the Canadian version of that movie.
Yeah,
we'll be in Space Jam 3. It'll be Space Jam 3.
Space Jam 3, where they're like, the final game is like, here's the presenters from Canada, and it's just us.
Yeah, it'll be like in the US, it's like commenting on the game. It'll be Cumtown, and it'll be like Cumtown podcast, and then it'd be so funny. It would also just be funny to hear somebody say Cumtown in a fucking movie for kids.
Yeah,
because I'm a fucking child and I laugh at dumb shit.
All right, well, let's move on.
Oh yeah, Bayonetta 3 is real.
No. Splatoon 3.
Who fucking cares about Splatoon 3, dude?
A lot of people, because it's
not
the third
us.
Splatoon game.
But not us. That's a less interesting 3. Also, we already knew about it.
Yeah,
for ages now.
This was just them showing off gameplay now.
Yeah.
I think it's cool that they're adding in like supers.
Yeah, sure.
Like power weapons you can grab. And that there's going to be like an actual story mode this time instead of all the other times.
I think that's cool.
Where they've just been like, hey guys, look, you can do single player missions that are just tutorials on how to use other weapons that's not the Splattershot Junior.
Yeah, but like, I think this game of the Splatoons looks like the most full game. Mm-hmm. I probably won't buy it because I didn't buy the first 2.
I bought the first 2 and was burned by the first 2, so I don't think I should buy the third one.
Oh,
yeah.
But Bayonetta 3, honestly, this trailer looked fucking cool.
Yeah, I thought it was really fun. They did a Devil May Cry 5.
They did, yeah. They did a psych out for the character.
I was the only one in my Discord who knew about that because I was the only one who recognized that character as being from Astral Chain.
Yeah.
I was watching with Anthony and Jacob.
I
and they were both
recognized
just
the
like,
noise it made.
That too. It was like the gun she fired.
Yeah.
It's a Bayonetta gun.
Yeah.
Left purple bullets. It's a P for platinum, but you could very obviously tell it was platinum just from like the monster
and the just the trailer itself.
Yeah.
No, but I mean the noise that the dog made, like the noise it made when it went down, and then he turned and saw Lappy.
Yeah,
like I recognized the noise Lappy made from Astral Chain. So I was like, oh shit,
Astral Chain 2.
I was like, no, I didn't think it was Astral Chain 2 because it was in like Tokyo. Mm-hmm. But I was like, is this Bayonetta? But it's in Tokyo. But I was like immediately.
I think they had a lot of fun with the fake outs in this trailer.
Yep.
I think it's also really fun. There was a ton of news recently about Bayonetta just coming up and about. Like, fucking Hideki Kamiya sent an interview where he's like, "I'd love to talk about what we're doing with Bayonetta 3, but honestly, we're not working on it right now. We're working on tons of other games." And it's just like, great, thanks, man. And then also, unfortunately, Helena Taylor is not back.
So here's the thing with that. We don't know that for sure.
We do. That is not the same voice actors.
But this might not be Bayonetta.
That's okay. We're gonna get on the same topic.
Because it might be Sarisha.
Yeah.
From Bayonetta 1.
Yes, because the outfit
and the hair.
It's very much more childish.
It's more. Well, it's just close. She looks closer to the young girl character than to actual Bayo.
Yeah. Well, the young girl character is Bayo.
It's her, but it's her young.
It's her from an alternate past or some bullshit. There's time travel in Bayo. Whoa.
Yeah. But so maybe she will come back to voice real Bayo.
Yeah,
not
maybe.
Universe Bayo. I would hope so. If not, that fucking sucks. And I think that's lame as hell.
Especially since it just seems like a sort of thing where she found out Bayonetta 3 was happening and then never got a call that Bayonetta 3 is happening.
That's rough.
Yeah. At least it's not like fired or anything though.
Yeah, I hope it's a bit that they're doing.
I really think it's more interesting if because I'm not from Bayonetta going from like her fucking like hot mom to hot lesbian aunt looks to going to like kind of what feels like a lot more childish.
Yeah,
it's like the poofy sleeves. There's not a lot of sharp angles on her outfit anymore.
I don't see that as her progression.
Her hair skirt is back. Yeah. She's the big fucking like giant braids. It doesn't feel like her moving forward. Mm-hmm. Either this is the character you save from Bayonetta 1 or a prequel. But it would make more sense for you just to be...
It doesn't make sense as a prequel because those monsters are attacking the real world, not Purgatorio.
Yeah, so it would make sense for that to just be the character, the little girl you saved.
They've Nero'd Bayonetta.
Yeah, except it's going to be just the same way you play the character, where Nero was like a different playstyle.
Yeah, well, I think the playstyle will probably be a little bit different. She seems to be controlling the hair monsters more.
It seems like she doesn't need...
There's some like astral chain shit
It kind of feels like her hair isn't necessary to do her like a Wicked Weave moves anymore.
No, it still is.
But it didn't leave her body.
Yeah,
in the entire trailer, she was like still dressed the same.
Yeah, but her outfit's still her hair, and the Wicked Weave.
I know, and I hate it. I hate the fucking little frilly skirt of her hair. I think it looks so stupid.
Anyway, I'm glad this game exists.
Yeah, I'm glad they pulled a bunch of fake outs.
It's exciting to know fucking 4 years later Bayonetta to get a second piece of information
Yeah.
about this fucking game. And it's coming next year, which is cool. I hope it's good. It looks good. I hope it's good.
They literally just have to make it the same fucking game as like Bayonetta 2.
Yeah.
Or bring the dodge offset back or whatever.
Yeah. So do you want to talk about the Steve Ditko thing or no?
You can.
I'm annoyed that I have to talk about this. And I'm annoyed that at so many people being like, this is bad actually. Because it's fine. So, Steve Ditko, in case you don't know, co-creator / created many famous comic book characters such as Spider-Man and Doctor Strange and many others, but those two are probably the most famous. His estate, because the man has been dead for some time,
Yeah.
his estate is now trying to see if they can get the rights to his characters, because of how shitty the work for hire contracts are at Marvel. And now is the time to do it. I was talking to my mom about this the other day, and I was like, yeah, I mean, nobody's going to make this complaint in the 90s when Marvel was nearly bankrupt. But now they're a subsidiary of like one of the biggest companies on earth with the most money, and they're being less nice about paying creators because essentially Marvel used to be better at this, but it's because they technically could choose not to do it. They're not required.
Oh. My bad. Keep going.
They're not required to be nice to their writers and creators, as we know. Like they're paying $5,000 and they could just give them nothing. But obviously, as anybody who is like, these people did the fucking actual work creating these famous characters, yeah, $5,000 is definitely not enough. Like they made them. So yeah, I don't know. If you're cheering for Marvel to win this, that's stupid. Marvel is a giant company. Steve Ditko's estate is a bunch of people who are, I don't know, probably like kind of middle class. I'm not sure. I don't think Steve Ditko was super rich.
But was he like, who was the guy at DC who got like totally fucked?
Which one? Alan Moore?
No. Older.
Yeah. Oh, Bill Finger.
Yeah, like
the co-creator of Batman, yeah.
Isn't that guy like die penniless or something?
Oh, he died penniless in like the 80s.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And you know what? He didn't even get his name in the credit for ages. It used to just be Batman created by Bob Kane. And now at least it says Batman created by Bob Kane.
Didn't
and
the
Bill
Superman
Finger.
guy who created Superman also get fucked
Nope.
or something? Okay.
They both did pretty good for themselves. Okay. Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, I believe, were their names.
Mm-hmm. I think it's unfortunate that this is
Yeah.
Honestly, get your thing. I hope it's just that you want royalties and not trying to pull some power move where it's like I want to pull it out of cinema or something.
No.
I think that's what Marvel fans think is going to happen, is that they're going to be like,
the thing that's going to happen is if Ditko's family owned the rights to Spider-Man, Marvel would have to pay licensing fees to Ditko's family.
Yeah, that's all.
That's all it would
pay
be.
Money.
They just have to pay money.
And also, it's like at this point, Spider-Man makes enough money. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Just not use Spider-Man anymore?
He's literally the most popular character of all time.
Yeah.
No, you're not going to not pay to use him. Like in the comics and shit. You know, the big worry I think would be that people aren't fucking thinking about this at all. My big thing is like certain smaller characters, they might just not pay the license from their creators if they're created, which is shitty.
Yeah.
Because a lot of characters should be in the comics. But I would much rather trade that for these people being properly paid and like given their proper credit and cash for the characters that they've worked hard to create that are beloved by people, than for Disney to own them and then they're in shit. Like, Disney fucking sucks, and Marvel is being shitty because it's owned by Disney.
Yeah.
Previously, they were a much better company because, again, they almost went bankrupt in the 90s, and so, like, obviously the right thing would be to see all the people who worked at Marvel in the 90s making shit that was starting to get popular and that was doing well and that are still popular, like Deadpool or whatever the fuck, right? Other 90s characters that make money and people know, right? you know, all those people who helped Marvel get out of fucking bankruptcy by like making good comics that people wanted to buy.
Yeah.
Those people fucking deserve so much. Like, Marvel should be thankful to them, and they were throughout the 2000s a lot. But now, with the MCU being so fucking popular and Disney owning them, they're much worse at that shit. Because, like, Disney is like, why be nice if we're not legally required to?
Yeah.
You know? It's sad. It's shitty. But essentially, it's like, they should... I mean, these work-for-hire contracts are shitty, but it's an industry that's, like, really hard, and it's full of people that are passionate.
Yeah.
And they deserve payment.
Steve Ditko's family is just trying to get a devious lick.
What?
Are you aware of devious licks?
Well, it sounds familiar, but I don't know.
There's a bunch of kids on TikTok who are like stealing fucking shit from their schools, and it's making the schools who are like, you know, it's schools in the US, so they're underfunded.
Yeah.
They don't have the money to repay this shit, so they are doing some fucked up measures to like stop kids from stealing from the school.
Okay.
But people, it's become like a meme because it's like all middle class white kids who are stealing this shit.
Yeah.
And it's always from like either a shitty public school or like a prep private school.
Okay.
And so I keep using this term devious. It's like kids on TikTok going like, check out this devious lick I got from fucking school, and like one kid pulled out like a whole projector. Well, okay, but like, you know, the projector that's not like, you know, the fucking with like plastic slides and shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's the fucking a projector.
Oh, like from the ceiling?
Yeah.
That's fucking
Not
funny.
the fucking overhead. That's what it was. That thing was so... That thing is ancient now.
I would love those.
It felt old when we were in school, but we were so
Yeah.
accepting of it. I think we still use them up until high school around here.
We still use them in high school.
But there's kids now who go like, what the fuck is that?
That is in the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, oh, you're right.
What is that? It's a projector.
Yeah.
Can I have it? No.
So this fucking guy tweeted, he says, I know you kids are all about devious licks these days, so let's take a second to talk about the most devious lick of all, wage theft.
Nice.
Because straight up, they talked about the whole concept of like, they were talking about it recently, it's been coming up,
Yep.
that you should be able to punch in at your job and then go get changed for work.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't have to show up 30 minutes before work, get dressed for work, and then wait to punch in. You should be
If
getting
they ask
paid.
you to show up before your job starts, they are stealing money from you.
Yeah. Well, if you don't want to be late for work, but...
Huh? No, if they ask you to show up before your job starts, ask you to show up.
No, but I mean, if I
It is
drive...
policy to get here 30 minutes early, Ian.
Then no, fuck you.
Yeah.
Eat my ass.
Yeah.
I will show up 5 minutes before my shift starts. Suck my dick.
Yeah, but if you show up...
If I want to be safe
if you
because
show
I'm
up
on probation...
exactly on time, they can't do shit.
The last...
You are there.
We stopped punching in for like the last 3 months I was at work because of like COVID contact shit.
Yeah.
So I would straight up show up at like 7:30 and just write that I got there at 7. I was 2 hours late. One day I wrote that I got there at 7. No one fucking noticed. I would like
funny.
leave at wrote that I left at 3, but I left at 1.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, fuck them. Like,
Yeah, fuck up. What are they going to do, fire you?
what, yeah, I was already there doing extra work.
In case you don't know, Ian's job closed, and that's what he was doing. So they're not going to fire him
I don't have a
because
job,
his job
like-
doesn't exist anymore.
Hey, could you go to Discord real quick
Okay.
and check out what I sent you?
www.discord.doc. Okay. Oh shit.
Yeah. They showed the opening for Cowboy Bebop.
Nice.
Honestly, I watched about half of it. That's why it started playing while you were talking about Steve Ditko.
This is fucking exactly right.
There's a part in the second half I don't enjoy, but I think this is cool. That run is awkward as fuck.
It's okay. It's
so
awkward.
is Spike's run though. I'll let it go.
This is awkward, but you know what? Like, the fact that they're doing it is cool.
Yeah.
Like, I stand by this. Like, even if it's a little bit like not that chill, like I like it still.
Yeah.
The attempt was made, and that's all I needed.
Yeah.
That looks sick.
It's this part I don't enjoy.
Oh, this is stuff from the episode, maybe?
Yeah, those are the villains of episodes. I know exactly what episodes those are as well. Also, Ein is in the show for sure.
Yeah, well, we've seen him.
That's
already.
the first episode.
Yeah.
Bro, they better have Cowboy Andy. Do you remember those episodes?
Yeah.
Cowboy Andy, God, that dude's so funny.
Vicious. That was sick. There's Ein.
Yeah.
We love that boy. Persona 4.
Shout out a little yellow panel at the bottom for Ein. Actually, wouldn't that be where Ed's supposed to be?
That's where Ed, but Ed's not been cast for this.
Maybe they're just doing the first half of the show or something
Probably.
in one season.
They also showed like some a sneak peek at like the beginning of episode 1 for the Sandman show.
Yeah, I am definitely more down for the show now.
Yeah,
because of that. But still, I don't like that they showed the villains, some villains off and shit. Because it would before, like, I think that what they cut out there from the opening is the part with like Faye dancing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just some other stuff. Also, could just be open or shorter. But you want to get the whole song.
It's almost
in there.
the entire. It's the same length.
Yeah.
Like it ends the same way. It's not the whole song because the whole song is like 4 minutes, but
well, like it's the whole opening.
It's the whole opening
as it normally is.
Yeah. That looks great. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm hyped. I'm a little hyped. But yeah. Anyway, Steve Ditko thing. Fuck off, fans of the MCU and comics that are dumb.
Yeah.
And don't know shit. Like, Ditko deserves the... I don't like Ditko that much. TBH, he wrote a lot of shit that's, like, kind of Republican-y. Like, the question shit is really, like, Ayn Rand liking. You know? I'm not down for that personally, thank you very much. But I do think you created the question. You should get some fucking cash in your pocket. You created Spider-Man, you should have some fucking cash in your pocket. You should be set for life if you create fucking Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's fucked up that the guy who created Rocket Raccoon died in a hospital bed 2 weeks before Guardians of the Galaxy 1 came out.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucked up. That shouldn't have happened. Like, he was dying and he just couldn't afford to fix himself.
That sucks.
Yeah. Like, it's fucking bullshit. But yeah. Let's talk about the weeks, baby.
Yeah.
And you're going to remember not to spoil Lost Judgment for me.
All right. So, you want me to just start with Lost Judgment really quickly?
Yeah.
Then, since I can't
Please talk about it, but don't talk about it in a way that is going to spoil me.
I think...
Yeah?
This is the longest it's taken me to get into a Yakuza game.
Okay.
Like, I feel like around Chapter 4 I'm in. This took me until, like, Chapter 7 to, like, feel like I'm enjoying the game.
But you're already 7 chapters in?
I'm 9 chapters in.
Whoa.
It says because you know how PS5 has that thing where it says like your shit. It said I think it said I'm at chapter 7. It said I was like 40% of the way through, so I'm probably like 50 or 60 now.
Okay.
This game is definitely longer because there is the sub stories are more spread out. Like you know how the classic thing of Yakuza is like you play chapters 1 to 4.
Yep.
And there's like no sub stories.
Right.
But then you hit chapter 4 and it's like
80 sub stories.
80 sub stories that you're definitely supposed to do across the course of the game.
Yeah.
But because you fucking
because Ian specifically decides to just beeline all of them.
Yeah. Well, I don't try to. It's just that like sometimes I'll get like really into a sub story that has like one chain, and the chain's definitely supposed to start in chapter 2
and end in chapter 9.
And end in chapter 9, but then you go through all the way and you're like, well, I've done it.
Yeah.
That's what I did with Yakuza 0 this week as well.
Oh.
So there's like a lot more stuff. There's like there's multiple, like, you know how you have your businesses and shit?
Yeah.
In the other Yakuza games? You don't have a business in this. Mm-hmm. But there is sub-stories associated that are like the size of businesses.
Holy shit.
And the thing
I heard this is like the biggest one with the most mechanics, is what I've seen. Like, terms of like, you've got this like whole student council thing.
Yeah, I didn't want to talk about it, but yeah.
Okay,
yes.
That's not a spoiler. That was in the trailer.
You're an advisor for a club.
Okay.
Yeah. But then because you're an advisor for that club, you branch out and work with other clubs.
Yeah.
And it's actually pretty
So
funny.
are you 21 Jump Street?
No. Because,
Okay.
God, Yagami looks older than ever in this one. Like, Kaido looks younger and Kaido is older.
Yeah.
Like, Yagami is 38 and Kaido is 41.
Mm-hmm.
Yagami looks like he's 50 because the actor who actually
Played him is 50.
is 48.
Oh, yeah.
They do an anime opening for this one.
They did an anime opening for the last one.
Did they show I don't like that. I wish they didn't, because they show characters and I'm like, I really just kind of wish I could meet this character and decide and be like, oh, this is an important character, instead of you just telling me at the beginning that this dude is important.
You can tell he's important because you can see the pores on his face.
I know how it works. But like but it was definitely, I think, a contractual thing because of like how those are like the super famous actors.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, here's this guy, and this is the guy who's being played by a real actor.
Yeah.
But they skip over like Kaito because he's the guy who plays him isn't super famous. They skip over fucking Sugira because he's not played by a super famous guy. But they tell you, or like your two friends at the two junior lawyers at Genda. But they tell you who Genda is because
he's famous.
Yeah. But you know how you read that review about the high schoolers, right?
I didn't read a review.
You heard, though.
I heard that there are high schooling.
That you do some stuff to them. You beat the shit out of a lot of high schoolers.
I thought you were fucking high schoolers.
No.
No,
they don't even go close to that with the main character. Like, no one ever goes like, "Oh, you want to fuck me, right?" He's like, "No." Like, doesn't even come up. But
he had
the
sex with
first
the one girl.
the first fight you get in is with like high school delinquents.
A little kid.
They're like 16, but they're still like, you should not be fighting these kids.
Yeah. And you just fucking devastate them.
You beat the shit out of them. You can do heat moves on children. Like, Yagami doesn't use knives or anything, but still,
Do you remember the fucking knife heat move?
Yeah.
Like, hear you?
Where he
shit.
like knees it he stabs you and then knees it the rest of the way through. And then delinquents are a roving band. Like, you don't just fight them in a couple times during the story.
Sometimes it's just like
them.
they'll walk around and pick fights with you. Yeah.
They did do one really great thing with this game, though.
What?
The SP system is back.
Yeah.
But it's less of a grind.
Okay.
Where I beat all of Judgment 1, did not fill up the fucking board, and had to do, I had 48 out of 50 friends made. I did 49 out of 50 sub-stories because I had to do Mahjong, which fucking pissed me off, and so I stopped
you mean
playing.
like the completion points?
Yeah. No. SP, which is XP, but it's called SP for some reason.
Okay.
The points you need to put into unlocking skills.
Okay.
Yeah. So Judgment has that system. But before, like, beating up a gang of people or even doing like the gang warfare shit only netted you with like 100 to 300 points.
Yeah.
You can find random powerful enemies on the street, like roving in gangs, and beating them will get you 1,000 points.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And like, so I'm at the point now.
You can level up faster.
I have 50% of the skills done.
Nice.
And now I'm at the point where my lowest skill level for things is like 10,000 points. So if I'm having trouble finding
you
SP,
could beat up 10 groups
I can
of dudes.
find 10 groups of these guys.
Right.
And then they also have the system from Yakuza 0.
Yeah.
Which is like, if you don't get hit, you get bonus points. If you beat them with this fighting style, if you use EX Burst, if you beat a guy, if you do like a lot of damage to a guy while he's on the floor, you get extra points.
Right, okay, a little like
There's
accolades or whatever.
The third fighting style is actually my favorite fighting style right now.
The new one, you mean?
The snake style.
Ooh.
Because you can do a thing. You know how enemies get frightened sometimes and it really does nothing except stun them?
Yeah. Sometimes you can do special heat moves to them.
You can now do a heat move, which is all it does is make them leave.
Oh.
And you get bonus points for that. There's like a big, huge bonus you can do if you do it to everyone in
some of the
fight.
Especially in like the PS3 era ones, like when people are running away or whatever, like there were certain heat moves that you could buy or have that are like extremely specific, where it's like if character is frightened and on the floor, when they're like backing away on the floor, like you could do, if you have this much heat, you can do this move or whatever. And it just like is essentially like a context sensitive stomp.
Yeah. So the also all the fighting styles are worthwhile now.
Yeah, that's good.
It's not just Tiger is the only worthwhile one. Crane is like actually good at all times. Like so Tiger is just like you're straight up like one-on-one hand-to-hand thing still. Crane is still better for in groups, but it's not used in groups like to hit multiple people. It's that when you dodge, you get witch time. Not a lot. It's not like witch time, but it's like there's still a slowdown and you get an attack increase.
Witch time's so fucking good, dude.
Yeah. And then
It's like
the snake style has a
when,
parry.
When Kamiya or whoever came up with witch time, they were like, "Oh, we've just invented one of the best game mechanics ever."
And then so snake style has a parry as well. Well, it's more of just like a guy throws a punch at you, you press left bumper at the right time.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty generous window, and you'll just go like and push him past you. And then every single one has a parry for super special moves. You remember how Judgment 1 had the fucking things where like a dude could hit you and do big damage, and like my health bar was like this, but now it's like this until I use a med kit?
Oh yeah, blocked. Like the health bar was blocked.
Gone.
Yeah. That's gone?
Thank God it's gone.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that was
now
an interesting
now there's
mechanic.
bleeding. So if you get shot, you will bleed out.
And it'll do poison damage, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much. Chip damage while you're still fighting. But then a lot of the characters, they'll get like the fiery red aura, and as they're about to do this move, if you press X when it's supposed to hit you, also very generous, you get to, it's like S, and then you can press circle, and you'll do like a special throw on them instead of taking the hit.
Nice.
Yeah. The game is a lot, like, at the beginning, I was like, this combat feels worse than Yakuza Zero's, which is just a high bar.
Zero and Kiwami probably have the best combat.
But I was just playing Zero.
Yeah.
I was playing Zero because I got Xbox Games Pass because I was bored.
Yeah.
And I was
you were playing it on PC?
Yeah, I was playing it on PC because I also wanted to do some bullshit in that game, which is make a lot of money and only beat Mr. Shakedown 5 times.
Nice.
And hit money cap. I made $9 trillion in that game. So, yeah, just the game is much better. The story is just a bit more of a slow burn.
Yeah.
But
that suits a detective game a little bit better.
I just feel like, you know...
Like that was true about the original Judgment.
Yeah, but spoilers for Judgment 1.
Yeah.
Your shittier lawyer senpai who gets his eyes gouged out and he's murdered.
Yeah.
I feel like that happens in like chapter 5.
Yeah.
And that's what drew me into the story. Where like nothing really exciting happens, in my opinion, until like chapter 9.
But that makes more sense for a sequel because you're already presumably invested.
Also, once again, my biggest problem with the gaps between Judgment and the Yakuza franchise, I have not met a single person that is associated with either of the games.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go to Bar Survive.
Yeah.
Like the bar that you live in fucking Yakuza 7.
Yeah.
But the bartender is there, but you do not talk to him.
Okay.
Because the bartender is played by an actual actor, so you talk to his like fucking assistant.
The girl? Is it the same girl at least?
I think so. But you know, you can just talk to her about getting food. She doesn't have a sub story or anything associated with her.
I think there may be some more connections at the very least, because at least it's the same guy.
Yeah, it's just like Ijincho was just so important to the other story. Like the Seiryu clan is gone.
Okay.
Or no, they're around, but they're not. They're like not gone like the Tojo and the fucking Omi.
Yeah.
Which I think there should be. I think that was the thing in Yakuza 7 is they also disbanded, but they still exist in some form.
Yeah, because there were still remnants of the Omi and remnants of the Tojo.
The Gomi Jewel are somewhere. I have not met them yet.
But they've mentioned
But I've met the Liumang.
Okay.
Yeah. And the guy, actually, if you play the game in English, it's Pro ZD.
Well, because he played the same guy that took over the Liumang, right?
No, but this is a different character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is a new guy.
I remember Pro ZD was somebody.
He was someone in Yakuza 7 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't play the English stuff, but
I started to on the PS5 version, and I was just like, I don't want to. I don't like it. I don't think it's as good.
Yeah.
I think
it's great if you're that type, if you prefer an English dub. Same with the Judgment one. They did a really good job, put a lot of hard work into that fucking dub, and I do not want to undersell it. But I, as a longer time fan of the series, prefer playing them in Japanese.
Also, that guy on trial in the gameplay trailer.
Yeah.
Because I watched it mostly in English. I don't think I ever watched that trailer in Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
He has like a very deep, commanding voice.
Yeah.
In the like in the English dub.
Yep.
But in Japanese, it's just a normal Japanese man. He's just a standard, like, I'm a Japanese man in my mid-50s.
Everybody has a deep voice in Yakuza. But yeah, I'm hyped to play that game. I think it looks cool. Honestly, them saying that it took place in Yokohama to me made me go, fuck.
You get a
because I was kind of sick of Yokohama by the end of 7.
Yeah, but the problem with 7 is that Yokohama is so big, and you're still just a small, like, you're a man who just has to run everywhere.
Yeah.
You don't have to run everywhere.
Oh, right, skateboard!
Yeah, kind of sucks.
That's the best thing you could say about it.
What do you mean?
If it's kind of shitty, that's kind of makes it better.
It's just like...
I mean, obviously they are ripping off Deadly Premonition 2.
But they have a point system. Not like, oh, you can do a flip trick and you get points. Yeah. There's just these little coins around that you pick them up.
Ooh.
And there's like an achievement to get
can
like 10,000.
Can you go off ramps?
There is ramps only in the park.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're like scripted fucking quick time events.
All right, that's fine.
But
I didn't expect more than that, but anything more than 0
I just think it would have been interesting if to maybe put like a racing minigame, let me actually modify the skateboard, but instead it's just like you just buy new skateboards.
Oh, so, okay. So it's
but they're
it's slightly less than the go-karts.
Yeah, well, not even because it's not there's no minigame associated with it. I said I wish there was like a Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam thing, but it's just...
I'm glad you can actually control it, because it was just in a cutscene in the last one.
Yeah.
And you know what? And to say it's just in a cutscene is cruel, because the fact that it was in the last one at all was hype as fuck.
Yeah.
The skateboard bit had me like... Oh fuck! You know you were screaming at the fucking TV too.
We'll get more into it when you've actually played it.
When I've played the video game.
So
nice.
Yeah, talk about whatever you want.
Okay, awesome. So I want to talk a little bit more about Deathloop, because I feel like I didn't talk enough about it last week, and I have not beaten it, but I feel like I'm pretty close. Deathloop is a fucking brilliant video game, and I think if you're sitting at home like, should I play Deathloop? And you like games like Dishonored or BioShock, and or roguelikes and or Hitman, fucking pick this game up, unless you're on PC, because apparently the PC ports still fuck.
Oh yeah.
But if you have a PS5 and you don't mind playing shooters on your PlayStation, fucking pick this goddamn game up right now. It's incredible. It's so fun, it's so funny, it's cool, the story's good, the setting's great, there's so much detail, the fucking PS5 controller shit's so good. It just feels like top tier as fuck. It's like everything feels really well done in the entire game. I guess. I don't know. Spoiler alert, the story gets good. I'm not going to actually spoil it because I want you to play it. What?
I'm just, Demon Slayer is trending on Twitter right now.
Yeah.
Because they announced the second season's coming out.
Oh, yeah, it's coming out in like a couple months, isn't it?
It's coming out on October 10th.
Oh, yeah.
With an original episode, so aka a flashback episode.
Filler?
Yeah. Then episodes 2 to 7 are just the fucking movie with new scenes.
Fuck you. That sucks.
Yeah, and then episode 8 starts with the fucking Entertainment District arc. That's with shit.
Actual new shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fucking lame.
So you can start at episode 8. Or have you seen the movie yet?
I'm not even going to fucking watch the show. I read the whole manga. I don't like how it ends. I don't care.
You don't want to... You're not like, oh, I'd like to see this animated.
No, because I think the anime is very pretty, but the manga is very beautifully done.
Okay.
So I think I get the gist of it. And also the fight scenes, it's... Combat with swords is kind of getting pretty stiff with a lot of shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Like it's always the same movements, it's the same motions, because they just study traditional Japanese swordsmanship, and then they put like fire on it or water or an element or whatever. It's just I've seen it all. Where something where like Jujutsu Kaisen, you can just get fucking stupid with the combat.
Right. But I don't. Okay. Have you seen the first episode of Star Wars Visions yet?
No, I downloaded it, but you didn't put it in the fucking thing.
I saw just the first episode. The whole season's out, but I just saw the first
episode. Whole season's out?
Yeah.
And the motherfuckers only uploaded the first episode.
Damn.
But
yeah, so I saw the first app, but the whole season is out. And I think the show is pretty cool, but the first episode is like the duel. It's like it's in black and white except for like certain things.
Yeah.
And it's like about a samurai and fighting the Sith. It's got a sword fight in it.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars. It's cool. It's rad. I watched it in Japanese with English subtitles because I'm a fucking weeb. No, but it just seems weird to watch it in English. I don't know why. But I'm hyped for the Trigger episodes.
Yeah.
I want to see that shit.
The ones where they're just like, fuck Star Wars.
Who fucking cares? It's
Yeah.
Trigger. I like Trigger more than I like Star Wars at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of bad. Because it's like, I don't even like everything Trigger's done.
I like most of it.
Yeah, but I don't like Darling in the Franxx.
There's just something about that show where I'm like, I think it sucks and no one should watch it. But when I was watching it with my friends and like a hate watch, I enjoyed myself.
Yeah.
And I think the ending of the show,
I didn't watch up to the end. I think I watched the first like 5 or 6.
the ending of the show looks pretty cool. There is some good mech fights in it. But God, the concept is so bad.
I think the concept's okay, but I think it's just
The concept is just Shinzo Abe being like, please have sex.
I think having sex is cool.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with like 2 people drive a robot and it's romantic.
But
and
it's
sexual.
it's a lot of birther stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's the
what I
bad
don't
part.
like. I like
Where they straight up try to run the fucking Franks with a girl pair and a guy pair, and they just said it's not natural and doesn't work.
See, I don't like that.
And then there's no male characters that are definitely gay. There is a female character who is absolutely gay because every single time she has to partner with a male,
It doesn't work.
It works, but very weakly, and she's not a very good character. Well, she's not very strong. That's why her Frank's is more. I think it's the support one that has like the big guns. But yeah, so it's like she's very obviously like into women. I think she actually makes out with one of the other girls at one point.
Again, I like the idea of like doing romantic pairing, even like really sexual in a fucking mech thing. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
But I think the show is just kind of bad.
It's a whole lot of fascism and birther stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely trying to push a message the whole time.
Yeah.
And I just don't agree with the message.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because then it's also like old people who are now like immortal being sad because they're like, we gave up our rights to have children for immortality and now me and my husband don't talk to each other. It's like the concept of the show is like all the kids are clones or something. And then there's the one kid gets lost inside like the mega cities that they have that roam around.
Yeah.
And he meets like an old woman, and I think the implication is that the old woman is his partner.
Oh.
And the guy lying in the bed who hasn't left his VR life for like 20 years is him. That was what I got from that episode, but I'm like, yeah, this all sucks.
Okay. But yeah. I think Star Wars Visions is cool. Also, Deathloop, fucking rad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
You can talk about Skateboard or what?
I was going to talk about Yakuza 0 first, actually.
We already talked about Yakuza.
I didn't talk about what I did.
Okay, what'd you do in Yakuza?
Have you ever heard of the Mr. Shakedown money exploit?
I don't know about that exploit. I never beat Shakedown, but I've seen people beat him no problem, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Me. Mr. Shakedown, if you actually have to do quite a bit of grinding, but if you just like doing the mini games in Yakuza,
yeah,
especially the ones in Zero, like the disco, karaoke, pocket car, any mini game,
yeah,
and sub stories. If you just earn like, I think you need to earn like 100 CP or something.
Yeah.
You can get this one in the battle tree called Mr. Shakedown's Deep Pockets. And all it does...
makes him have more money.
No. It makes him, when you beat him, give you 1.5 times the amount of money.
So you let him beat you a bunch of times.
You earn a bunch of money by playing the story or whatever. Yeah. You want to do this around chapter 5 where you unlock the business, because then you can get passive income coming in. You can use the Mr. Shakedown money you earn to get more money, because you want to unlock the blockers to your sets anyways.
Right.
So you lose to Mr. Shakedown. He's walking around. I lost to him where he had like 100 million on him or something.
Yeah.
And I gave him like 5 billion.
Okay.
So then he's walking around with 5.1 billion.
Right.
I go and lose to him again. I go and beat him then. And now I earn fucking 7.6 billion. And then I go lose to him. And then now he's carrying 7.6. And what do you know it? Next time I beat him, I get 12.
Right.
And I did this enough times. I actually didn't beat him. I think I beat him by the time I maxed out hit money cap. I only beat him 8 times. So after doing this 8 times, I hit $9 trillion, which is the level, which is the money cap. I upgraded the Dragon of Doji. I got the Dragon of Dojima style.
Yeah.
I upgraded it. I hit all the blockers off, so it finished upgrading. And then you know what happens when you finish upgrading that style?
What?
It resets.
Really?
You keep the stat bonuses.
But you lose the moves?
There's no moves. There's no moves inside of the Dragon of Dojima style. It's all like your heat actions do more. You get more health. You do more damage. I did it 3 times. It takes so long. Right, because the moves
for the Dragon of Dojima style you get from Kamaki.
No, Kamaki's not in this game. The Dragon of Dojima style is just a combination of the other 3 styles.
Oh shit! Right, that's the Kiwami one.
So the logic is that by the time you would get the Dragon of Dojima style, you would have every other move unlocked from the other styles. So there, but like I didn't. So I just because I don't want to do the fucking rush training stuff.
The rush training sucks.
Yeah, it's the worst. It's the most boring one because you can't fight back. It's just dodging. It's like that doesn't really teach me any moves, which then Kiryu learns moves. So I maxed out with Kiryu. I went on to Majima. Majima, unfortunately, does not have Mr. Shakedown's deep pockets.
Yeah.
But I still went through, did all of it. I'm on by chapter 5, I had the Dragon of Dojima style for Kiryu.
Yeah.
By chapter 7, I had the Bad Dog of Shimano style for Majima.
Nice.
So I still got like 12 chapters in that game or something.
Because you get those by maxing out the businesses, right?
Which, doing Kiryu's business sucks because it takes so long. Because you actually have to wait. And like it on the later levels, it's like you actually have to go through it multiple fucking times just to get to 90% so you can fight the fucking kings or whatever. Yeah. Majima shit is you just have to play the fucking minigame and kind of know how it works. Yeah. So yeah, I just broke Yakuza 0 while I was waiting for Judgment to come out. Lost Judgment.
Nice.
Yeah. But then that was the unfortunate thing is that since I had just played Yakuza 0, the game with like the best combat.
Yeah.
And then go to Judgment and I'm like fucking weak and my combat just kind of sucked. I was like, well, I hate it.
Yeah. Like, obviously, I think probably Judgment at this point is probably the one, or Lost Judgment, I guess, would probably have the best combat of the Dragon engine.
Yeah, it does.
Right. Yeah. But it's still, they still sacrificed really solid combat from the previous engine.
Yeah.
For the better graphics of this engine.
Also, I understand that extracts are a thing we have now. That have been in the Yakuza, the franchise.
Well, they've only been in Judgment.
They're in the Judgment one, though.
Yeah.
So if to go to Judgment and Lost Judgment to lose them, and even though they're still in the game, people might go like, hey, I really like the extracts. I fucking don't. I think they're awful. I think it just is more grinding that I don't want to do. The fact that there is 3 fighting styles, and the only way to switch them is by pressing down on the D-pad is fucking stupid. Why couldn't I just have one extract assigned to the down on the D-pad part, and then fucking the styles on the other 3 fucking parts of the D-pad? It's stupid. Just go classic. But no, and I had to, and I never remember the fucking order they're in. So I'm like, oh, I want to fight this guy in Snake style. And I think Snake style isn't after Tiger, and that I have to go past Crane. So I double tap it, and now I'm in Crane because I fucking missed it every time. Because the symbol to like tell which one is next, by like it has like this triangle symbol, with like a little circle, like a little arrow in it to say like this is the direction you'll be going. This is your next style, but it's very small, so I don't see it all the time.
I don't remember the style ship from Judgment, honestly.
Since it was just 2 styles, you just press down on the D-pad and it switched it, but that's 2 styles, so you're just switching back and forth. But now there's a 3rd one, so you just rotate between 3.
Right.
It's all very quick, so it's not that bad, and it does like do the same thing as the other style switching in 0 and Kiwami 1, where it freezes the world around you. So it's not like you're going to take a hit, but it's still annoying.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear about comics?
Yeah.
Very far into a fucking podcast already.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it quick. Okay. Okay.
Oh, wait,
I like comics. They're cool. What? We're gonna also have to talk about What If I Know.
Yeah. No, just go on, actually.
Okay. I like comics. They're cool. Here's me doing it really quick. Okay. Talk about the single issues first. Okay, Captain America, United States Captain America #4 came out. It's cool. The Filipina character, excuse me, she's great. Also, they fight the ghost of Hitler, sort of. It's going to be the bad guy. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, #4. This story's still cool. I'm interested in where it goes. Super interesting. Love it. Like Tom King as a writer, this is a neat story. Aquaman, The Becoming is cool. It's about Aqualad becoming Aquaman.
Yeah.
Do you like this version of Aqualad?
Yeah, he's cool.
He's like from Young Justice.
I like that he has hair.
Yeah, I do like that he has hair.
Yeah.
I like that he is a homosexual. I don't, whatever. But he's cool. He's chill. I like him. I want to see more of this comic. It seems neat. I didn't hear about the writer before, so interesting. Issue 2 of Eat the Rich came out this week because I bought issue 1 last week, but it had been out for a month. So issue 2 came out. Cool book. Like it. I like the horror. Then I read some volumes. Plastic Man. This is a book that you'd really like. It does his origin. It's really funny. It's by Gail Simone. It's great. You'd probably like this. Scene of the Crime is a detective story from the 90s by Ed Brubaker. It's fucking neat. It's a little shocking. It's neat. It's good. It's detective story. It's great. Spider-Man Noir, the Complete Collection, collects pretty much every comic that Spider-Man Noir's been in.
While you read it, do you think of Nicolas Cage saying the lines?
I don't, because he doesn't actually say all the 1930s slang from the movie. He talks like a normal human person. In this comic, Aunt May and Peter Parker are card-carrying socialists. And I don't mean that in the way that people talk about other comics. I mean, they are literally communists. I mean, they are literally communists in the 1930s in America. This is cool. It's really cool. It's a good book. I like Spider-Man Noir a lot, actually. And I like that part of it is because they are literally communists. Spider-Man kills people in this sometimes. But he's not happy about it. It's a really good comic. It actually fucking feels it's very grown-up Spider-Man type story. It's neat. It's cool. I like all the noir versions of different characters. It's great. The Vulture is in it. He's fucked up. He's real fucked up. Okay, let's talk about What If. This episode was my favorite episode so far.
I think this was the most interesting.
It's the most fun.
It was the one. It was like the one they finally decided. It's like we can't just murder everyone every episode.
Yeah.
So it's like let's fucking just
do a fun one.
Let's do one where it sounds like it could go very bad, but it's actually just great. Like a lot of problems get fixed.
Arguably a better universe than the main universe.
Yeah.
Because there's peace. The Frost Giants are at peace with the fucking Asgardians.
Yeah, actually, there's just straight up there definitely is, because like Frost Giants are at peace. Loki is just a full-on Frost Giant
and a good guy,
and he's like him and Thor consider each other brothers.
I love that. That's funny.
Thor, I miss the beard, but he's like he's just supposed to be a more clean-cut version of himself.
Well, it's supposed to be Thor 2011.
Yeah, clearly the fucking problems of Earth still remain, though.
Yeah.
S.H.I.E.L.D. is still all running around.
Yeah.
Like, well, we did see Ultron Vision.
That's some shit. But we'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
So
I think it's interesting.
It's really fun. I like this episode a lot. I like that they managed to get like almost everybody back. Like fucking Natalie Portman's back, but also so is Jeff Goldblum. That's actually him.
Yeah.
Which is great. Howard the Duck gets married to Darcy.
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
Also, Kat Dennings was back.
Kat Dennings was back, and she's great. It's just fun. I liked it a lot.
Kobe Smulders was there.
Kobe Smulders was there.
Samuel L. Jackson was there, but he was in a previous episode. So
he's been in like all of the other episodes.
I think they just record. Well, like for that one, I'm sure they were just like, hey, can you just record these lines really quick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone was there.
Really great app. Really fun. I like that they still fall in love. I like
the idea.
I like the
Thor's,
Hangover.
Yeah, I like the idea that Thor is just like so attracted to intelligent women.
Yeah.
That he's just like instantly like, I don't care that I'm not in a dire situation and that I'm partying. We're gonna fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
fucking Ultron.
Okay, so the ending of the episode has an Ultron Vision with all five Infinity Stones walk out of a portal.
Yeah.
And interestingly, the Watcher didn't see it coming. So every other time, right? He's like every other time there's some terrible twist, he knows, right? This time he's like, "Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck is this shit?" So I think this is a character crossing over from a different dimension, and this is going to be the thing. And the next episode or the episode after or whatever is going to have, because we know Captain Carter and Doctor Strange, evil Doctor Strange, and Party Thor have all met up in the trailer. In the trailer, we saw all three of these characters interacting.
But I just also think.
So like, I think Ultron Vision Evil is going to be like a multi-dimensional threat that they're all going to come together and fight.
Ultron Vision, though, I feel like just in the world they're in, they're already pretty equipped.
Almost completely fucked.
How?
He has all five Infinity Stones.
Yeah, I know, but he doesn't have the last one.
And the thing he wants isn't to... No, he has all of them.
There's 6.
There's 6. Oh, shit. No, he has all of them. Then he has all 6.
I don't think he does.
Yeah.
I think there was a spot missing.
I think he had all of them.
I'm just going to see if I can get a picture.
That world's completely fucked, dude. That world wouldn't be prepped to fight Thanos. This is worse. Ultron combined with Vision is worse than Thanos, because the thing Thanos wants is to kill half of everybody. What could Ultron Vision want? To dominate multiple universes, maybe, is what I think.
Yeah.
And the Avengers aren't even together. Like, yeah, Captain Marvel.
I'm just saying
exists.
Captain Marvel's like right there still.
Yeah.
Thor is still very powerful. Like, he was able to go pretty
toe to toe, but
pretty toe to toe with Thanos.
We needed all of the Avengers to endgame the endgame.
Yeah.
Thanos.
Loki's there, definitely in a more powerful state.
Yeah.
Thor has all of his friends.
Yeah, there's many people there. I think they'd still be fine.
Bruce Banner exists on the planet somewhere.
Right. So
Yeah.
presumably the Hulk is somebody who lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's very possible that with just the people of that world, since Captain Marvel is already there, you could make it work. Provided he doesn't have all 6 stones. Yeah. I think he just has 5.
I thought he had 6, but yeah, but even I think with 5 he'd probably win. Just seeing how Thanos with 5, like, just fucked everybody up.
Yeah. And then I think the one, if he does have, because Ultron could collect them all pretty easily.
Yeah.
It's just like, he's a robot, he's unfeeling.
Mm-hmm. And it's Ultron Vision, so he has that vibranium bod of visions.
Yeah. It would be the fucking life stone or whatever. The one you have to make a sacrifice.
Soul stone, yeah.
Soul stone, yeah.
Yeah, because who does Ultron love? Nobody.
Yeah. Well, oh yeah, Ultron.
Yeah, if it's Vision, it's Wanda, but who knows if that Vision even met Wanda?
Yeah, he has 5.
Oh shit!
They're like embedded in his body.
Well, there's the chest ones, and he has the Mind Stone in his head.
Oh, you're right.
Okay.
So he does have them all.
Yep. Yeah. Everybody's
because he's got soul. He's got Mind Stone in his head, Soul Stone, Power Stone, Reality. Yep. No, I got the wrong.
Reality's
Soul, Reality. Power's blue, right? Or is it purple?
Power's purple.
Power's purple. What's blue? Time. Space. And
green is time.
Green is time, which he has in his little tum-tum. So, okay, yeah, he could be pretty unbeatable with all.
But I also think he's from another dimension, and I think that's what the portal opening is.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so I think like episode 8 or 9 of this show, or both, is going to be like all of them coming together to fight him. Because there was that one Avengers shot where it was like previous characters that we've seen.
Yeah.
Where it had like Party Thor, the Thor with the tattoo, right? And then like fucking some of the other characters.
Yeah.
Captain Carter, all that shit. And that'll be cool.
It shall.
This show's pretty good.
Yeah.
The last 2 episodes weren't so good, but this one's great.
Yeah, hopefully the last few or whatever.
The next two.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I think there's just two more.
Yeah.
And then in November, Hawkeye.
Yay! Then it'll go to Christmas or big crap past Christmas.
That'll probably go around or past Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually reread all of Hawkeye this week,
That's
but I'm
good.
not going to talk about it because we talked enough, and it's time to go. Fuck off. Just kidding. Follow us, please. I'd love to have you watch more episodes. Like, comment, subscribe. YouTube.com/N8SComedy to see the YouTube versions. If you want to follow me, I'm at The Media Hole on Twitter, at The Media Hole on TikTok, at twitch.tv/The Media Hole, and www.whenyourballs get stuck to your leg.tumblr.com. And of course, if you want to follow Ian, he is at StrugglesV on pretty much everything that you can see. You recently came under fire for tweeting about how Steve Ditko's family should fuck off and that Disney deserves all the money in the world. Bye-bye.